There we go. It's live.
You did it.
I did do it. It's my job.
What?
No. Share now.
Who said that would be okay?
Jazz.
True.
He said, "Yeah, don't worry about looking for another job. I can help if you have issues." I'm like, okay.
Oh, we have issues. Oh, he meant.
Yeah, no, like financial. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
I'm cool.
I offered that you could come sit with me in my room, but you said no because you didn't want to be on camera.
Exactly. Also, I'm hungry.
Well, there's oats in the pantry. You could actually sit in here off camera. There is a space in the room where you could sit in your chair, see the screen, and not be on camera.
Yeah, but don't have desk.
Jess, I have a
You
question.
don't need a desk.
Are you a horsey?
No.
Then why is she trying to feed you oats?
Oh, like oats as it porridge. You fucking numpty. Not oats like fresh from the ground, like proper.
I don't fucking know what you're doing to this poor boy.
Oh my god, it's fucking porridge. Alright, let me just.
Yeah, you better not be putting porridge in the cabinet. That will not hold. That needs to go in the refrigerator.
It's a
Goes in the
dry
microwave.
porridge. Is before you cook it, before you add fluids to it, it's dry. You can put it in the pantry.
So you are trying to feed him dry oats. I was right.
No, he has to prepare them and then eat them. There's cooking involved. For those of you who are in chat already and don't know this amazing, wonderful voice that's in addition to Jazz and I, this is Rum.
Oh, hi.
And now you know why he's been a moderator since I fucking began streaming.
I cause chaos.
Yes!
I go get drink.
I've got Coke.
Yeah, well, yeah. Best I can do is some cold water.
Hey, why don't you put that in your oats?
Oh my god. I'm gonna... Alright, tweet is live. Now I need to reply to it because it's a... fucking X and its stupid goddamn... algorithmic bullshit. Post.
Got some comfy socks too.
Comfy socks are the best. We are live, just by the way, in case.
No, really?
There's an ad, but like I don't want, if I turn ads off, I'm wondering if Twitch are gonna rort me and take away my 55% revenue share because I turn it off for a 2.5 hour stream. I don't want, I think I might just make liberal use of the snooze button. Make sure there's no ads playing during cutscenes and stuff. Oh, it's busted.
I agree. That should be the best call here.
Yeah, I think so. I just, like, it's literally...
We have ads.
Like, the thing is, if I turn them off for one stream and manage to not hit the 3-minute average, my ad revenue halves. Like, it's so stupid. But, like... Yeah, I know that sounds like, oh, she's in it for the money, but literally that's how I pay my bills now. So it's like, ugh, it's just, it sucks. It makes me uncomfortable, but it is the reality of the thing with stuff. Instagram.
Hey, here's another reality. You're 205 followers away from your goal.
I know! How cool! Wait, hang on.
Sorry,
Oh,
204.
that's right, 'cause
I apologize.
Why is my bitrate shit? What the hell happened there? Oh, I think it's just Twitch being a dick. It says unstable, but it's not unstable. OBS says it's perfect. I think Twitch is just having a... Yeah, there we go. This is excellent now. I will turn the camera on in a second, y'all. Just, doing the social stuff.
Alright, cold water skill.
Oh, excuse me.
There's currently 500,000 people between the just chatting and the World of Warcraft categories. So I imagine that Twitch is being very twitchy.
Yeah, I would also imagine that. Why can I not alt tab to the... What the fuck is going on? There we go. Yeah, they're rapidly approaching 50k watching BlizzCon, which is cool. AI stickers. I don't want AI stickers on Instagram. What the hell are you on? Twitch.tv. How do I spell my name? Oh, there we go. And stories. I do not look quite as shit as I thought I would. So
Hey, I'm proud of you.
Ah, the hot tip. If you're streaming at 5 a.m., don't take your makeup off before you go to bed.
Nice.
Yeah. Cause then you get to look like this. I still look like trash, but I don't look as bad as I could have. Right, so when we do switch to, I've got it set up on the WoW screen. When we switch over, I've turned off the lights extension. They're blue, they're staying blue. I've turned that off. There's no alerts, there's no overlays, everything else is turned off. It's just gonna be BlizzCon and the camera. So in case anyone's wondering like, oh, what happened? It's not broken. I did that intentionally because I wanted to show you as much of the thing as possible. I felt like that was the right thing to do. Good. Well done, Wings with first. Good morning. Porridge doesn't go in the catnip. What? Catnip? Pantry? Cabinet? Yeah. Rump Elfugs. That's it. Well done on second, Kenzie. Background music Blizz is doing his bop. Yes. This is the Blizz stream, yeah. Good morning. Hello. Latency problem. Yeah, no, that's just Twitch being Twitch. It's fine. It's fine now. Well done, Yori with last. You are here, well done. Oh. For a second there. They've got a handy timer countdown on the thing as well, which is really nice.
Yeah, it means we know exactly how long we get to listen to the poppy.
Pyjama party time! That's it. If there's snacks and pictures, I have Coke. Because I need the energy. See, you can't be on camera during your social media activity because you do some magical talismans whilst posting. No, it's more just if I'm not on the screen, people don't expect me to pay attention to chat. So if it's the starting soon screen, I can just kind of chat and figure out my shit while you... Hey! Thank you so much for the Prime sub, Jack. They are still on here. When we switch to the WoW scene, everything's turned off. The lights will still go off, but there won't be any, I think. I don't know, we'll see. We'll figure it out. This is who wearing such related clothing. Amazing. You never look like trash. Oh, honey, yes I do. You only ever see me when I intentionally put myself on camera. Did you get a good rest? No. I don't think I've actually slept. Maybe an hour or so. But I don't think I slept.
For?
Not intentionally, I tried.
Jupiter.
Good afternoon, hi Jack. This is actually a normal time for you. How spectacular. Oh, the timer's gone away. The timer went away.
Hang on, that's illegal.
I know, I panic. I think it must be because it hit 5 minutes. So that they could have some, like they have a bit of time if they need to, you know, if delays and things like that, or if they're ready, just hit the go button.
Hi, the Sunwell.
Sneaky.
Oh, fuck, it is still playing. Damn it. No, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Jesus. 5 gifted subs, my lord. I went to bed earlier, so I had an okay sleep. Yeah, I went to bed after stream. I did not. It's okay. I tried to sleep when you try. When does it shut off? You need to stop trying, then you would sleep. No. I lay in bed and I did the normal sleepy time stuff, and that's okay though. That's okay. It was like Christmas Eve and you can't really sleep. See, Christmas Eve I'm fine. Because there's a tradition in my family where we stay up just past midnight. And when midnight hits, when it turns from Christmas Eve to Christmas Day, you get to open a present from under the tree. And then you go to bed. And then you open the rest of them in the morning. It's like tradition. So the excitement of opening a present goes away so that you can actually get some sleep. So Christmas Eve is never like that for me. PAX Eve. PAX
the
Eve.
night before Paxmas.
Thursday night before the PAX opening on Friday morning. I never get any decent sleep whatsoever. Never. Not once. So yeah, that you see where my priorities are. I can experience as well. Yeah, you can be really tired, momentally down, nothing. That's it. It's like body goes horizontal, no sleep. Yeah, it's great. Good morning, Hammer. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well today. Christmas routine used to be, for me, at midnight, I wake up my whole family to mistake the Christmas. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, dude. This is exciting. It's happening. There's no timer anymore, so now I'm like, what's happening? Where are we? What's going on? What's going on? It's fine. This will be great. I wonder if I have to turn everything off to make the excuse me. Let's try that, see if that works.
Hey, I think we need to make a small adjustment to the stream. Can you move your camera just dead center, please?
Oh, you mean like this? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah. Well, like, so this is the thing, right? It's the reaction, right? I could make you all open the Blizzard stream on a different screen and then just have like my reaction full screen and BlizzCon full screen. But I feel like that wouldn't be so popular with most viewers. So but if I ever actually make it to BlizzCon, I'll just stream and just the music has stopped.
Oh shit.
Here we go. It's happening. Oh, every time.
Ooh, countdown.
Remember when opening Hearthstone cards felt that magical?
Yeah. So many moons ago.
I had 147 packs when I logged in last week.
Jesus! I haven't logged in in a while. I should check. I love her. She's so beautiful. Like, oh my god. If you haven't played Warcraft Rumble, give it a crack. It's so fun. So much fun. It's that same kind of magic that made Hearthstone ridiculous back in the beginning. I mean, it still is, but like, yeah. Game on.
This is BlizzCon 2023. Please welcome the president of Blizzard Entertainment, Mike Ibarra.
One of the cameramen is currently holding his camera directly in front of one of the people sitting in the crowd. He's maybe a foot off of this dude's face, and I do not know why.
Let's go!
Gotta get that live reaction.
How's everybody doing?
Does Mike have the magic?
Oh, man. You know, this is the best gaming community in the world. Hands down. Hands down.
He's making an effort.
Thank you. Wow. Hello, BlizzCon. You know, it is so good to be back in person finally. All of us.
Yep.
I love
He's
you
trying.
too.
Bless his soul.
All of us
Bless his cotton
at
socks.
Blizzard have missed this so much. 4 years. It's been 4 years. You know what I say
can't
to
believe it's
that?
that long.
That's too damn long. Where's our heroes of Overwatch at?
This will be why.
Adventurers of Sanctuary? Defenders of Azeroth?
Relax.
Yes. Always the loudest
And
scream.
gamers
Always.
everywhere. Welcome. We love sharing what we're working on all the time. But to share it in person with all of you and to hear your stories, it cannot be matched. Meeting you all face to face inspires us, and we put this energy and enthusiasm back into everything we do. Thank you all for being here.
This is the opening ceremony, Faye.
In fact, we have tens of thousands of you here in Anaheim, California today, and we hope you enjoy the immersive experience we've created here at the show. We also have millions of people watching right now on stream.
No, you don't.
BlizzCon, please help
You have
me
100,000.
welcome everyone watching from around the world.
Granted, I don't know many. I'm watching YouTube.
I wonder how many are
If you're a
watching on X.
hardcore
Ooh.
casual gamer, or if it's been a while since you picked up one of our games, we're here to show you
Oh, he's
the
wearing a
Blizzard
BlizzCon
we are
bracelet.
today, and the Blizzard we are becoming.
He's gotta get in somehow.
But
No,
BlizzCon
you're-
isn't just about
No,
the
that
latest updates
it's a
to
different
Blizzard.
tradition, Jess.
It's all about you. Players are at the forefront of everything we do, and we're devoted to supporting these incredible communities, communities you can be proud of to be part of. All of us, gamers, developers, and fans, we all are united in our shared love for gaming. The person sitting next to you or watching online and chat with you
It's like,
could be your next guildmate, teammate, or lifelong friend. We all have this in common. I've always felt Blizzard brings players together a little differently. Our players have made connections that span continents, languages, and generations. We all have that one story, that incredible play of the game, that clutch card draw, or that raid encounter that your guild barely survived. I know,
Yeah.
I've been there too. I know many of us have friends we've met in one of our games. A friend who began just as someone we hung out with in game, but who was there for us to celebrate our real life wins or to support us during a difficult time. That's certainly been true for me. Thanks to my experience playing Blizzard games over the last 25 years, I've met most of my best friends from all over. And I'm so grateful that some of them are here today. Gus, Pika, Nick, Scoodles, and of course Billy and Kaylee, who put up with my raid wipes all too often. I always know that no matter what is going on in real life, they will be there. No matter what game we're playing, these friends are a constant I can always rely on. And I know many of you share that feeling. BlizzCon truly is about all of us, as players, as equals, as friends. As we bring these amazing experiences to more places, build technology that allows more gamers to experience our worlds, and create characters and stories more players can relate to, the Blizzard community grows. And more importantly, our friendships grow. All of us are so grateful to be part of this community. And in everything we do, we are in service to you. We know we don't do everything perfectly, but thanks to your feedback, we never stop striving to do it right. We are here to foster joy and belonging for everyone. We're proud of the worlds we build, but your experiences within those worlds bring them to life, and your connections with each other are what inspires us the most. Now, many of you may have heard the recent news about Blizzard joining the Xbox gaming family.
Oh, come on.
Mixed reaction.
Both Blizzard and Xbox believe that gaming is a unifier, that we should all be able to play anywhere and any way we want to play. That when the creativity of some of the best developers, artists, and storytellers in the world is fearlessly unleashed, everyone wins. With that in
Headphones
mind,
users, prepare yourselves.
someone is here backstage who'd like to say hello.
Okay,
Over the
okay.
years, he and I played a bunch of games together. Please join me in welcoming my friend, our friend, the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Phil Spencer.
Oh, shit. That's... Sorry, okay, they've never shared the stage with Activision. They've never shared the stage with King. That's fucking big. Like... Where's the Blizzard shirt, mate? Come on.
And hello, everybody, BlizzCon. This is my
It's gonna be
first BlizzCon ever.
under the jacket.
It's great to feel the energy in the room. You are the reason we make games. Your love for these games truly is inspiring. I recently have spent so much time playing Diablo 4 with my friends. Season 2 is awesome. And I can tell you that I can't wait for you to see what the team has planned for that game. It's going to be awesome. Blizzard occupies a special place in the gaming industry, for me as well. Throughout Blizzard's history, they've pioneered and refined so much across the gaming industry, and many of you here today have been a part of that journey. Think of Diablo. It propelled the action RPG genre
All right.
forward.
Trigger words.
StarCraft.
Dude, StarCraft, come on.
Spawned the foundation of what
Heroes,
esports would eventually
heroes,
become.
heroes,
And
come
with
on.
StarCraft 2, it was a major catalyst for the evolution of games as live entertainment. World of Warcraft
Yeah. Heroes, come on.
changed not only how people developed and supported games, but really it introduced a much wider audience to the concept of online communities. And Overwatch.
Yeah. We know the IPs. Come on.
Not only reimagined gameplay, but also the representation possible in class-based shooters. Blizzard's influence is everywhere, and because of its enduring legacy and phenomenal revolutionary development, with a care and a craft that is incredibly rare in this industry. Our commitment at Xbox is to bring more great games to more players in more places. And now that Blizzard is part of Xbox, we will nurture the essence of what has made Blizzard unique.
The speculation is Microsoft wants a competitor League of Legends. That's hot.
We're going to
That's the
empower our
speculation.
new colleagues in a culture of trust, inclusion, and collaboration to continue what they do best, redefining existing genres, creating new, never-before-seen experiences, and uniting players globally in new ways. in Azeroth, in Sanctuary, in near future Earth, and beyond. It has been a privilege to welcome the teams at Blizzard to Xbox, and I'm honored to be able to be here to help welcome all of you to BlizzCon 2023.
I'm so nervous. Bless.
Having seen what's in store for players, I can say the future of Blizzard is brighter than ever. And you all have so much to look forward to in this show.
So your first big announcement is...
So I'll get out of here. Let
Oh,
you see
okay.
the show. Thanks everyone for the warm reception.
Oh.
Thank you.
Anticlimactic! Come on, Mike, give us something.
Appreciate that Mike was just awkwardly
about that?
standing in the wing.
In the shadows, yeah.
You know, part of what makes this such an exciting time for Blizzard is that we've never been more empowered, free, and dedicated to holding true to what makes Blizzard unique than we are today. We are accountable for creating this next chapter of Blizzard with all of you. We take this responsibility very seriously as we learn,
True,
grow,
artist.
and get better every day.
You're not wrong.
This is the start of a new era. So much more is possible, and you'll see
Even
some
like
of that
a
over the next couple days.
ABK Xbox
Coming up,
logo
you'll hear from
joiny
some new friends
doodad.
and some old friends who are
New friends and
returning
old
to the
friends.
BlizzCon stage to show more about the game
Like fucking Chris Metzen!
all love.
I am gonna
Before I go,
lose my shit if he steps on
I wanna
stage.
take a
Just
moment
He's
to
when.
going to be on the
No, I know.
stage.
Shh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
There's no if here.
Shh. Shh. Oh no, he's gonna cry. Oh fuck.
Are they cheering a grown man about to cry? Is that what's happening?
Yeah,
here?
because they know why he's crying. If you'd heard what he said and not spoken over it, fuck.
You are some of the most talented individuals on the planet. And collectively, we are capable of building the most legendary universes in gaming. Our future, our creative freedom, our path forward is truly our own. And I know we all stand together with a singular goal: to exceed player expectations and foster and support each other. Thank you for everything you do.
He's so passionate. It's beautiful.
Many of the Blizzard team are here today in Anaheim, working hard to ensure you enjoy your time here. We all love talking to players, so please don't be shy. Come up and chat with us. Finally, on behalf of everyone at Blizzard, we want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart to our players, past, present, and future. Thank you for your passion and your honesty. And most importantly, thank you for being part of our communities. This is what BlizzCon is all about. Everything we do is for all of you, and it's an honor to be a part of these worlds with you. Now, welcome to BlizzCon.
Who's first? What's first? Let's go. Overwatch.
No, it's the intro.
Yeah. Just, I want to get to the stuff.
I wanted to see if there was more out there.
It is absolutely Overwatch. Thank you very much.
See for yourself.
Baby Winston.
Yeah, he's so cute.
I'm gonna kick every one of you in the face.
I'm shit at playing her, but her character is so much fun.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the finish line.
Honestly, I have not even touched Overwatch 2, so I have no idea.
Junker Queen is a hell of a lot of fun.
So I've heard.
That one lady didn't have her hand on the mouse when she landed that headshot.
No.
Aimbot confirmed.
She's a
Replay.
lefty.
Yeah.
It's time I showed you something.
It's the intro to Overwatch.
Please welcome Overwatch Game Director, Aaron Keller.
Excuse me.
You're not Jeff Kaplan.
No.
Hello,
tries to be.
BlizzCon!
He has the same glasses.
Ever since we first revealed Overwatch in 2014,
It was handed down.
you
It's
have
like
grown
the
this
yeah.
universe into something
Oh shit, is
truly
that the tradition they're starting?
and beautiful.
Game director
Every
glasses.
single day, we see millions of players jumping into matches, forging new friendships, and showing off their skills.
in itself.
We
Yeah.
launched
I
Overwatch
I haven't
2
played in a
last
long
October,
time.
and it has been such an incredible year. Since then, you've been crushed by Diva's mech over 26 million times,
Wow, rude.
had more than 79 million lives saved by Baptiste, and played 65 years worth of prop hunt. I love prop hunt. The development of Overwatch is first and foremost focused on you, our players. We want our game to represent this global
Alien
community.
spectacles.
From the release of our Samoa map, to our celebration of Pride, to our first tie-in Peruvian heroes, Lifeweaver and Alari. We also want Overwatch to recognize those focused on achievement and prowess, and released our new progression system and the first set of Hero Mastery courses this year. And for those that just want something a little different, we've run April Fools and released a dating sim, an actual dating sim, Loverwatch.
Yeah, that happened.
Listening to your
Yeah, it did.
feedback is important to us, and it's driven the team to look at changes to some of the core systems.
I'm glad they're allowed to have fun with
We've
it.
been
You
hard at
know,
work
like
on an overhaul of our competitive system, and we'll get into that a bit today and a bunch more over the course
Well,
of
if you can't make
BlizzCon.
money off of it, you may as well have fun with
There
it.
is so much more to come. We'd like to give you all a glimpse at as much as we're able to show you coming next year. And boy, do we have some fun things to talk about. So let's get into it. To share our first big announcement, I am honored to introduce the art director of Overwatch, Dion Rogers.
art director.
Wait, we're getting art in the upcoming patches? Let's go.
Oh, skins, man.
Well, so skins, but also maps and what they look like and stuff.
Why do they need an art director for that?
Because he's got
Sorry,
some
I'm a bit excited. The energy is
stuff.
awesome in here. You know, Aaron and I have been working on this universe since before Overwatch had a name. Working together with an incredible team back at Blizzard. Many are with us today at BlizzCon. Creating such an incredible
Like
game
him
with
already.
so many amazing people and seeing what it means to you all, it's meant everything to us. And out of all the things we work on, one of our favorites is to create new heroes.
Alrighty.
You know, Overwatch is full of big personalities, and it takes a special individual to really stand out. And the team has been working hard to make sure no one could predict who this next hero is. We haven't leaked any articles. We haven't leaked a spray or two. And we've left 0 hints.
It's not a leak if
especially
you do it
not
on
in our
purpose.
recent Samoa map.
He's got a point, you know.
Now, who's ready to meet the newest hero?
Yes, go on, do it.
His name is Dion.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god, it'd be amazing.
It's a me.
Sorry to keep you all waiting. But now that I'm here, that's
Yes! Oh my god!
Yep, that's my name, all right.
It's Maui.
Yes! No!
That's straight up Maui.
Gunny.
It is.
Dance floor.
It's Holy fuck!
Cha-cha. He's a sensitive little fella, a real hothead. And when I fire them both, it's double trouble. Actual
Hell yes.
footage.
He killed Bob.
Going so soon. I'm gonna miss you.
I love him.
Don't tell me that's it.
Cardiac overdrive.
Yeah.
I got your back. For now. Here I come.
But what's his ult? Cage fight. Oh my god, yes.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
So was I worth the wait? We're gonna have a hell of a time.
Representation. Yes. Oh my god.
That's pretty awesome.
Amazing.
Look, the only voice line he needs is when spawning into the
That's
game. It's
awesome.
Malqua
I
time.
love that trailer. We had a lot of fun working on it. It's amazing to finally
He didn't
announce
say you're welcome
Malga.
one time. That made me sad.
I know.
He was first introduced, you guys know, 4 years ago in a short story, and he's been the subject of a lot of fun theories. Ever since that first introduction, fans have been asking when he may become a playable hero. We're excited. We finally have our first Samoan hero. Malga, his name, it means mountain in Samoan. He portrays himself as this big, loud brute. However, this is just a facade. He's a cunning tactician, always one step ahead of his enemies. One of the core goals whenever we make an Overwatch character is that people see themselves in our heroes. We're always striving for greater authenticity and representation with each hero. And with Malga, we got a lot of help, actually. Even his tattoo.
And that's why it's the art director.
Samoan tattoo artist named
There you go.
Sufao.
That's it.
Malga's super fun. Thank you. It was awesome. Malga's super fun to play. He's easy to learn, hard to master, with what I like to call a brutal but cunning play style. We hope you love him as much as we do. Okay.
And is available to play on the floor all weekend. Yep.
Join us later today for a Malga Deep Dive panel taking place here at the BlizzCon Arena and online for people at home. We'll talk with the team that helped create Malga and also how to best utilize his amazing abilities when he joins Overwatch in Season 8. Finally, we know Malga's going to be pretty awesome when he joins competitive play. But before then, some of the best players in the world are competing in this weekend's Overwatch World Cup. Let's check it out.
Oh, okay. I'm like, they're going to be able to play him in the fucking World Cup? That's not right.
That would be fun, though.
It would. It would.
All year long, teams around the world have battled, chasing glory, hoping to etch their homeland in the history books.
That is insane! He's still fragging like a madman! Hit the 5-man rampage! Oh, what? What? Oh, here we go!
They've tasted victory, they've overcome defeat, and all along, the hopes of their fans have lifted them up.
Absolutely beautiful!
And now, at long last, the Overwatch World Cup finals are here. And for the first time in 4 years, we're all together once more, back to where it all began. Each team can see their name on the championship trophy. The community has rallied behind them, and the wait is finally over.
I've missed you dearly!
The Overwatch World Cup finals start now.
Competitive Overwatch is just so much fun to watch. Even if you've never, like, you don't play, you don't know how to play, the commentators always make it brilliant. Like, it's, yeah.
Wow, fantastic to see all those memories on the big screen. And we're here to make some more. What's up, BlizzCon?
Excuse me.
It's so great to be back here after 4 years with the Overwatch World Cup. This event has always been such a special event.
It's
because
fashion,
It
bro.
truly serves as a worldwide tribute to
Is
the
it?
beautiful and
Yes,
diverse Overwatch
literally.
community. This weekend, we get to celebrate.
I have
teams
Instagram
and
reels
players
telling me how to
from
do it
around the
effectively.
world,
Literally,
each
like,
May I-
with their
literally.
unique
May I
takes
ask a
on the
follow-up
play
question?
styles,
Sure.
the
But is
different
it fashion?
personalities. We're gonna see different metas emerge
Yes.
even. It's just very exciting to see familiar
Also,
faces,
Rump, it isn't
big
half
household
the shirt.
names
It's only a
in
quarter.
the competitive
Yeah, the
Overwatch
back of it's
scene
not tucked in.
take the stage, form those star-studded lineups, Fearless, Super, Gushue, and the likes. But each year, we also get to witness new players.
Note that there's not an
emerging
Australian
onto the
team.
scene, taking
We are
Truly
trash
is
at
a special
esports.
event for a special community, and I'm very honored and truly happy to be part of it all.
We're waiting to
Now, I
put
know
together
that
the
all of
first
you here in
koala team.
Anaheim and everyone watching at home is
Just
joining
throw
us
the
from
drop bears
all
on the keyboard.
over
It'll be fine.
the world. As you can see,
You do not
so
want drop
are
bears
our
in the arena.
players. Among them,
Yeah, we
a
do.
former
It'll
three-time
be
World Cup
fantastic.
champions, Team South
Is that not
Korea,
what the new
and the
Overwatch
only
character is?
team
Just a
that
giant drop
managed
bear?
thus far to stop
No,
their
he's
reign, and
Samoan,
that
he's
is the
not
United
Australian.
States of America.
He can be two things. Don't judge him.
Okay.
That's right. I tell you, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. If you watch the group stages and if you watch the first game today, tough competition ahead for Team USA. And if you want to find out if one of our former champions will remain victorious or if one of the other 6 teams will
I was like,
seize
why are
their
they talking
inaugural
about the US
season title,
specifically? But it's
make
because they're
sure to
defending
join us.
champs,
Not
right?
only will you be treated to fantastic
I think so.
gameplay, of
Yeah.
course, no, you will also earn special drops all weekend long on the Play Overwatch Twitch channel. Now, we have a lot of amazing Overwatch 2 action on the horizon and so much to play for our teams. We got over $500,000 on the line and counting, raised directly by all of you, our passionate and amazing fans.
Wait, what? They
Now, give
crowdfunded
it
the
up
prize
for
money?
yourself.
Yeah.
What the
Now,
fuck?
of course, the winning team will walk away with a big bag, but this year, each and every single player out of the 43
I think
teams
that's why 7
participating
people clapped for
will
that.
be earning a share. And this is unprecedented in Overwatch esports history, and it would not be possible without all of you. So once again, thank you so much.
Right, so every single player participating is actually getting paid out of the prize pool. But it
So,
was
tomorrow
crowdfunded?
night, we will be crowning the 2023 Overwatch World Cup champions, and you can catch all the matches and all the action live in Hall B, as well as, of course, on stream. I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you as well. And now, please welcome
Okay.
Aaron with a few more things to share on the game side.
It wasn't crowdfunded the traditional way of people donating. The World Cup prize pool is crowdfunded by themed in-game cosmetics.
Is awesome.
Oh.
So they designed the art. Yeah, they designed the art and sold the skins and stuff, and people buying the skins and sprays and whatnot funded the. That's a really good way to do it.
Time game mode.
I quite like that.
And special skins is
it's a
part
way
of
to
an
ensure that shit
exciting
happens.
Collaboration with Le Sserafim, one of the biggest K-pop groups in the world. Everyone can jump in game right now to take part, as
a
well
good way
as
to do
check
it.
out their brand new music video for Perfect Night. And in honor of this collaboration, Le Sserafim will take the stage and perform in the arena
Yeah, that's a
tomorrow
really good way.
after the community night ends around 6 p.m. Pacific.
This game mode infuriates me, but I absolutely love the idea.
Working on partnerships like this, or what we did with One Punch Man earlier this year, are incredibly fun. Yes. They provide us, both the dev team and you, the players, a chance to experience some of our favorite universes and artists through the unique style of Overwatch. And next year, we have even more of these for you all to geek out about. Sadly, we can't reveal what those are all just yet, but maybe there are some other things coming in 2024 that we could give you a hint about. The Overwatch team has never had such clarity of vision when it comes to the future. From direct feedback, we hear what you love and want us to focus on. So, who wants to see a few of the things we're working on for next year?
Yes, please. I'm much more
We are
civilized in the crowd there,
creating
clearly.
a brand new core PvP game mode, Clash.
Ooh.
In this new competitive mode, there are 5 points positioned in a row. The center point starts as the first objective, and the teams battle back and forth over the map, pushing into enemy territory or defending their own. Once a team captures all 5 points,
So it's
which
Ashran.
is the maximum score, they win.
Yes.
Cool.
Our initial Clash map
I can get on board with
is
that.
a tribute to a location.
Call of
we
Duty has
showed
had
at
this game mode for a
Overwatch's
very
first
long time, so it's...
No, it's
it's
Ashran.
It's one of my first
I'm kidding. That's interesting. I've never played
cherry
Con.
blossoms are a sign
Yeah, you're not
of
missing out.
rebirth and rejuvenation.
Oh,
And
yay.
in 2024, a rebirth of one of the original Overwatch maps.
That was one of my favorite maps.
Yes. Within the Clash mode, we are returning to the home of the Shimada clan with the new Hanamura map, Hanaoka. Additionally, we are working on overhauls to some of our most important in-game systems. Overwatch is a highly competitive game, and in early 2024, we'll release a reworked version of our competitive system with all new competitive rewards. And with Seasons, one of the team's goals has been to
Interestingly
create
vague.
themes that speak to so many of the cool and
excuse me.
awesome things that we all love. Next year, you'll experience Eldritch Horror, Egyptian mythology, witches, and even a mirror universe where heroes become villains and villains become heroes. And of course, Overwatch is nothing without its heroes. Mauga is the 39th hero in Overwatch, and in 2024, we'll be releasing 3 more, and we want to give you a glimpse of 2 of them. A new damage hero, Venture, is coming in Season 10, and a support currently codenamed Space Ranger in Season 12. And this is just scratching
So
the
it's
surface
Diva Light,
of
Diva
everything
Support.
we have in the works. Join us tomorrow here and online, where we go in depth on all of this in our What's
I'm
Next.
sitting on screen.
It will have more information on Clash, the
Evil
reworked
Mercy, Good
competitive
Reaper.
system,
Interesting.
a closer look at Space Ranger, even
gross,
early
but
gameplay
Battlefield
footage
is
of Venture.
Oh, also,
and
gotcha.
so
Welcome on in, Red.
much more.
It's interesting, hey.
And lastly,
Cool
for
concept.
the first time ever during a BlizzCon, not only is our next hero playable in the Overwatch Hall here in Anaheim, but all of you
Online.
at home
Yes!
all weekend in game, including quick play, going live right after the BlizzCon opening ceremony concludes.
Good call. Good call. So, from as yes, okay, that's fun to let the players do the thing,
As much as we do.
but allowing more people access means more test data, which means that they can refine it and make it better before it releases.
Blood of the willing.
Before time. Right, so, as with every goddamn BlizzCon that ever happens, I now want to play Overwatch. This always makes me want to play all of them.
Yes! Dude, I am shaking so hard.
All the games.
The game is out!
All the games.
Oh, I'm pumped for Diablo 4. I think it's gonna be the best.
What if you guys play it right now?
Hell yeah, really?
Yeah. I will cry. That would be amazing.
This is awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so pretty.
Go! Run!
We really are doubling down on this idea that you can look the way you want, you can play the way you want, you can really make your own fantasy in this game.
She looks like me.
The way he comes in is crazy. Oh my god, the butcher.
The appropriate reactions.
Yeah.
Instantly died.
They revived me!
Universal experience.
I'm gonna find some demons and I'm gonna shove my green foot right up there. Level 100!
There are literally like goosebumps.
Go down a bit more, go down a bit more, go down a bit more. You got her! Yes! Let's go!
Will you fight the darkness?
No.
Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Hail Lilith. Blessed Mother.
You can pet the dogs, by the way.
And the cat.
Yep.
Please welcome the General Manager of Diablo, Rod Ferguson.
GM, not game director. Interesting. Surprise feature. It's been in the schedule for like a week, Kraz. Welcome in.
Doing? Having fun? This feels amazing. So glad you're here.
Asking for
I'm so happy
friends.
the people at home are here as well.
Just
You know,
eat some
watching
rose
that
petals,
was
you'll be
such a
good.
great reminder of what a fantastic community we have, and what an exciting year it's been. Now, you might have missed it, but in there was a clip of a blind gamer, Tylenif, defeating our hardest boss, Uber Lilith. Now, we strive to make Diablo as approachable and as accessible as possible. and
Correct.
Watching clips like that make me and the team extremely proud. And of course, I love the tattoos. You know, I still can't believe over 1,000 people got permanent Diablo tattoos at our Hell's Inc. events, including me. And so, you know, Necro Main for life.
That is really cool.
So, you know, we talk a lot about the last BlizzCon 4 years ago, and back then, you know, the Diablo community was hungry. Hungry for even more experiences in that dark, gothic place caught between the high heavens and the burning hells, a little place we call Sanctuary. And in that time, I've been very fortunate to work with some of the best developers in the industry, people who love Diablo as much as the rest of us. And it was their passion and dedication to this universe that released a great new Diablo game every year for the last 3 years. Diablo 2 Resurrected brought the return of the classic that helped define the genre. Remastered. I love Diablo 2. So it was remastered for a new generation now for PC and console. And Diablo Immortal brought Sanctuary to mobile for the first time, bringing millions of new players into our universe. In fact, you might not know this, but 60% of Diablo Immortal players have never played a Diablo game before. So we really welcome them to our universe. And then, of course,
They
there's
took a risk
Diablo
and it
4.
worked.
Now, it was that kind of excitement that made it the biggest launch in Blizzard's history. And it means so much to the team to see how you've embraced it. You know, we've played over 1.5 billion hours together so far. And it's your love for the game that drives us. Thanks to you, we've made a lot of changes over the last 5 months. In fact, our patch notes for Season of Blood, our second season, were over 14,000 words long, because that is how much our community has influenced and will continue to influence the evolution of Sanctuary. And if you haven't yet made that leap into the darkest Diablo story ever told, now is the perfect time to pick your class, build your character, join Phil Spencer, and see what the hell it's all about. And with that, I'd like to introduce Diablo 4's 2 production directors. They help lead the teams who are building everything we do today and everything moving forward. Please welcome Tiffany Watt and Chris Wilson.
Wow, it's gonna be last, isn't it?
Yep.
God damn it!
It's not the biggest announced.
I know. It just clicked. I was like, oh.
Hey, BlizzCon. The last time,
hey.
the last time I was on stage, I was helping to announce Diablo 4. To be here today with all of you is so awesome.
The launch was incredible. We're really excited to be here today to share what's coming next. But first, let's highlight some of the player feedback that's in Season of Blood today. So many of you have told us that you wanted more in-game activities. So we've given you a couple this season. One now, and another coming early next month. So live now is our new boss ladder. This is a series of additional boss fights from level 55 to 100 that will also see the return of our kind of gross but farmable and rewarding friend Duriel, who you can go after for Uber Uniques that everybody's been sieging for. And with those new bosses dropping both Uniques and Uber Uniques at a much higher rate, and even dropping some special cosmetics, you're going to want to make your way to level 100 so you can fight them all. So in the Season of Blood, we've rebalanced the endgame, letting you get to level 100 about 40% faster than in Season 1.
You feel it too, it's great.
Yeah, I know.
I know I've been taking advantage of that experience boost, and I have 2 characters in Season 2 already. Of course, all that leveling is about getting that amazing loot. So we've also changed how item power works. We've raised the power cap, and it's now more closely tied to the level of monster you defeat to get it. The more challenging the fight, the better the loot. There's still lots of work to be done with reworking itemization. In fact, it's one of our highest priorities. But this, along with upgrades to some of our unique items, is a great first step. So please keep that feedback coming. Now let's talk about quality of life. Here's a few improvements that came directly from you.
Excuse me.
All of your renown rewards now carry over season to season and from the Eternal Realm. Additional character slots. We added 2 this season, so you can create even more characters and try different builds. A targeting dummy has been added to Kyovashad so you can test those builds before you run into the butcher. Searching and filtering your stash is now possible, and your stash is now available in every town in Sanctuary.
Yes.
The inclusion of like 6
World
different
bosses
chests has been
appear
great.
almost twice
Yeah.
as often, so you can die almost twice as often.
Good.
And we've also freed up some inventory space by making gems a crafting material to make even more room.
Alright,
for
so what I'm feeling is that every time there's a new Diablo season, we need to play Diablo. Every time there's a new Overwatch season, we need to play Overwatch. And then, wow,
But we're
obviously.
not done with Season of Blood yet.
In fact, starting next
This is
week,
gonna
we'll
happen.
introduce 5 unique class-specific rings that will let you relive some of the fun from Season of the Malignant.
That's a cool idea.
That's right, Necromancers. Once again, corpses will automatically do your bidding just by being in your presence. Then on December 5th, we'll
feels like
also
that
be
should
adding
be
an
a class
enchanting
feature.
preview to the Occultist.
Yeah.
So this will allow you to see which affixes are possible before you spend your hard-earned gold. It's just another way to give you even more control over making just the right build for the challenge at hand. Also on December 5th...
Kenzie, people have been talking about that ever
another
since
exciting
they
new
announced the
in-game
intent to
activity.
overtake it, and
A
it's,
6-week
yeah, like
event
Jack said,
called
it's highly
Abattoir
unlikely
of
yet.
Seer. It's a highly replayable pinnacle experience designed for players who have reached level 100.
It's
slayed
not
the
easy to hide things. It's been a
tutorial,
long-standing
and
meme.
mastered all of the other
You've massively
challenges that
underestimated
Season of
the
Blood has to
community.
offer.
You cannot hide that
Those who
shit.
survive will attain a paragon glyph constructed of the Vampire Lord's very own blood. But beware,
Content.
Abattoir of Seer starts difficult.
Correct, we need to
only
find
at
Fear of
start.
Vampire.
And of course,
No worries,
as we
Maz.
near
Thanks
the
for
end of
hanging
Season
out.
of Blood, it'll be
It's a
holiday
normal
time.
day.
Not only here, but in Sanctuary as well.
Oh,
Our first ever holiday event, Midwinter Blight, starts on December 12th. For 3 weeks, we're going to transform the Fractured Peaks into a winter terror land, and it'll bring a whole new meaning to the word sleigh ride.
Yeah. He's like, they wrote it. I had to deliver it.
For a mysterious red cloaked terror.
Thanks, Maz.
Nothing is as terrifying as Chris's puns, but I will be sure to check out Midwinter Blight. From there, we are on to Season 3. We can't go into too much detail now, but with the endgame being so important, let's talk about leaderboards. We're creating a whole
All right,
new type of
there's an
leader
ad coming up.
challenge
I'm just gonna run it now because this is slightly less interesting stuff.
compete for their class ranking against their friends, their clan, or anyone in the world. Watch out, Mike Ibarra. I am coming for you. At the end of each week, the heroes with the highest rank will be added to the Seasonal Hall of Ancients, where their name and build will live on. So, that's a quick look at where we are today. And while the live game is our #1 priority right now, we have a separate Diablo 4 team that's been working hard on our next chapter. So how about a little teaser? It's super early, but as we look to expand on this
Like the
story
red
starting
light on
in
the
Diablo
crowd.
4,
Yeah,
we're going to take
and the red
things
lights
somewhere
literally
even
everywhere.
darker,
They know their
where
theming.
hatreds
And
and
even the little
hatred
pinpoint lights that are in red to look like petals around the, like all the ones in the roof and stuff. Beautiful. So yeah, I thought if this is only a very, very, very early tease, I thought, fuck it, let's just run the ad.
Part in what has happened here. You abdicated your choice to this child. And with every step she takes, I grow stronger. There will be no salvation in the light.
Zandalar?
So anyway,
It looks
Mephisto's
like it.
coming back.
Yeah, he is.
And it sounds like what's her name is the Vessel.
Vessel of Hatred
Yeah.
is Diablo 4's first expansion.
Expansion!
Wow.
Oh, fuck. I put the ad in the wrong place.
Its campaign will continue the dark tale that began in Diablo 4 as we learn the fate of the primeval
Yeah, Mephisto.
and his demonic plans for Sanctuary. To do that,
And
we'll be
the,
visiting a region new to Diablo 4
girly
and
with
a
no
fan
arm.
favorite from Diablo 2. The lush jungles known to outsiders as Torajan, but known by the locals as Nahantu. With this new story set in a mysterious new region comes new ways to play, new evils to vanquish, and, of course, a completely new class never seen before in the Diablo universe.
Death Knight.
Murlockadin.
Oh my
Vessel
god.
of Hatred releases late next year, and we cannot wait to share more about it this summer.
Now, before we leave, we want you to know that it's your passion that drives us. Your feedback will continue to help us evolve.
Wait, hang
the
on.
Diablo 4
Late
experience
next
for
year?
years to come.
Yeah.
We couldn't be more excited.
When the
about
fuck is
future.
WoW coming
I
then?
hope that you are too. Our team has put in a lot of hard work.
Shit.
We love
next year.
seeing your love for this game. So please join us tomorrow.
They would
We have a special
not
Diablo 4
overlap them.
campfire panel.
Like I
where
said,
we'll
early
be
next year.
sharing more details about the expansion,
Mid next
deeper
year.
dive on some of the upcoming game changes, and we'll also have a special Q&A session to close it out. So enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you, and we'll see you in Sanctuary.
Oh, look at that. We're close to name twins. Hello, Pyjama. Well, come on in. Just more surprise jokerness. Yeah. Whew, okay. It is mid, it is. It's a 2.5-hour event.
Butters, go buy World of Warcraft, install it on your computer, and join the online sensation before we all murder you.
Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
I'm William Shatner, and I'm a shaman.
I'm Mr. T, and this is my night elf mohawk.
Damn, it's been a while since I heard
Shut
that.
up, fool!
Shut up, fool.
Role-playing game where heroes like Leroy Jenkins do battle. That would be the world of Warcraft.
You're a player in the NFL, but what you're most proud of is that you've rated third nationally in dungeon progression.
Good for him.
Timing was perfect! That was fire. For the Alliance!
Sorry, this shit always gets me emotional.
For Azeroth!
Varian was like, charge! A Greymane went, huh? And looks over instead of going.
Come on.
Please welcome the General Manager of Warcraft, John Haidt.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. This is it.
And thank you. And we are ready to work. Anybody here for Warcraft today? Yeah! Big shout out to the Warcraft teams. They are so happy to be here today. We have so much cool stuff to show you. So give it up for my Warcraft teams. Can you believe that almost 30 years ago, a dispute between orcs and humans led to one of the longest running fantasy adventures in video game history? Right? Generations of players have called Azeroth home. teenagers that first played Warcraft when it was released, I know you're out there, are now parents, right?
Less enthusiasm.
Raising new heroes to take on the raids and battlegrounds of this timeless adventure. It's those shared stories of Azeroth, both in-game and out, that make up this universe. Today is a great day for Warcraft. This is the beginning of a bold new chapter that will take us through the next 3 decades and beyond. Oh yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
With a variety of games to entertain you, we welcome everyone to find your community.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Alliance.
It does, like,
practice. We're going to give you a chance to do it a little louder later.
yes, you are. You're going to bring Matson on stage, and I'm going to lose my shit. Come on. Come on, John.
Not yet. All tales of adventure are retold through the whimsical and clever card play of Hearthstone.
But first, whimsy.
No whimsy! Come on!
I like to imagine humans and orcs
Now you're getting
together,
twice the whimsy.
showing off their collections and boasting of their deeds.
Rumble is so fun!
Had to not demand that he appears.
Taverns, they're playing a new game.
Warcraft Rumble! Yes!
Me too. Which puts the battlefields and dungeons of Azeroth in the palm of your hand.
It's legit.
And finally,
fun as hell.
World of Warcraft.
Right, Nix? That's it.
WoW immerses us into Azeroth.
No
We are
whimsy.
the champions fighting alongside each other in shared adventure. Almost 20 years ago, WoW revolutionized online communities and reimagined the enduring entertainment of massively multiplayer gaming. The very first BlizzCon was introduced our first expansion. So it's only fitting that we're here today to lay the foundation for WoW's future. Yeah.
Come on, come on. Enough teleprompter.
Azeroth is a home we can always escape to. A home that is always waiting for us. Together, we build this universe. Our teams craft the worlds and the adventures, but it is all of you who bring it to life. You are the heartbeat of the brand new adventures that are about to unfold. From all of us on the Warcraft teams here at Blizzard Entertainment, thank you.
Please welcome from Hearthstone, lead designer Cora Georgiou.
It's got the biggest announce. You can't
I know,
expect it to
but
be
like-
coming until everybody else is done.
My heart can't take much more of this. Also, though, can we just say, yes,
Well,
let's
I
do
have a
this.
pretty good view from up here. It's really nice to see you all. We are thrilled to soon be celebrating Hearthstone's 10th anniversary.
Trying to kill us. Yes, correct. I know, they know exactly, Nutty. They don't want to lose all the people tuning in.
It's a decade of
All
telling
that, yeah,
tales
right,
around
Jack.
Azeroth.
Hearthstone is great. You should run there. I know, I know.
Aspire to climb the ladder to
Yes.
legend. Enjoy brawling with friends in the battlegrounds. Or maybe you've just listened to the 10-hour version of the Saviors of Uldum theme song. Thank you all for being a part of our bustling tavern. We invite players both old and new to join us for our 10th anniversary next March. But we have so much to enjoy before then, so let's talk about what's happening right now in Hearthstone and in Battlegrounds. We're setting the stage for a standoff in Hearthstone's upcoming expansion, Showdown in the Badlands, which takes place in Azeroth's Wild West.
There's a couple people there who want to play Hearthstone.
2 strangers will cross paths, an outlaw and a lone ranger. Though they may not know it now, together, they are destined for a grand adventure.
I do love this, like the Hearthstone cinematics and stuff. They're great.
Trying my best to do some good out there.
So this has got to be.
It's what's his name?
I love that he's got a
His mask have a
mustache.
mustache on it.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's not quite stitched down. It's like flapping.
Step aside. You don't know who you're messing with.
I want that hat.
That's a cool hat.
Sinister.
Let's move!
Right behind you. And it was like a powder keg, waiting to explode.
We did it! No.
Oh, nuts. As it turned out,
And Goatee.
I had the right backup waiting for me. Just when I needed it.
Let's do this.
You got it, partner.
So they are Defias masks, right?
Leadership.
I'm gonna punch ya!
We disbanded them. We killed all of them at this point.
Yeah, but Hearthstone's not the same.
Let's
show these fine folks some Badlands hospitality.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
That said Reno Lost Ranger.
That's right. Our beloved Reno Jackson and Elise Starseeker are getting an origin tale. They'll work together to save the Badlands from the Bloodrock Town's nefarious mining operation. Singleton decks are returning. With cards like Reno Lone Ranger, Hearthstone's first ever neutral hero card. We'll talk more about him at the What's Next panel later today, where we'll also be revealing a motherlode of exciting new cards. You can get your hands on them and more when Showdown in the Badlands releases on November 14th. Now, I know you may be thinking, a new expansion. That's a lot of new cards, on top of 5 sets that are already in the standard rotation. And if you're a new player or you're coming back after a break, that can be a little overwhelming. So we have been hard at work to make it easier than ever to join us. We're excited to announce catch-up packs. These are game-changing for getting your
I was about to say,
collection
get on with it.
caught up. You see what we did there? Instead of the typical 5 cards you'd find in a regular Hearthstone card pack, you can get up to 50 cards.
Jesus
from a
fuck.
single
How is that less overwhelming?
Because you only have to open your wallet once.
The cards you receive will all be from within the last 2 years, ready to play and constructed. All of our players are going to get catch-up packs to open once you log in, and for all of you here at BlizzCon in person, or those of you at home who purchased either BlizzCon collection, we're also gifting you a few more packs.
I thought they were going to talk about reducing the number of cards or something, but fuck.
All of these packs
Nope. More cards for everybody.
Yeah.
hundreds of cards. We'll also be adding quite a few
Silly
of them
Thea.
into pre-purchase
Sometimes less is more,
bundles
but sometimes
for
more is
Showdown
more.
in the Badlands. We hope to
More
see
cards,
all
more
of you getting
spendings.
some amazing cards.
I know,
and
but also
filling in or
complicated
beginning
game.
your Hearthstone collection on November 14th.
Wait for applause.
All right. I feel like we might have some Battlegrounds fans out here.
Last night build up to. I know it's gonna be
You
last,
might
but still.
remember then that the last time we were all together at BlizzCon, we unveiled Battlegrounds. What started as an experiment became a huge part of the game and a fun way to play in the tavern. But playing together is what inspired the new mode we're debuting here
Co-op.
today. Queuing up as a party for a lobby is great, but ultimately, you play against each other.
Co-op.
What if you could actually play team
Co-op.
up alongside?
Co-op! I might actually fucking play this.
Doesn't it?
I'm bad at
We're
Hearthstone.
pleased to announce a truly cooperative way to play. Battlegrounds Duos. With a shared health pool, team combat, and sending cards back and forth between teammates. Now you can fight with
That's
your
cool.
friends instead of against them. We were inspired
So-
by the Battleground community's creativity.
I don't
Finding
play
ways to
Hearthstone
team
on
up and
stream
help each
often
other
at all.
achieve top four.
The
now
big
we're
reasons for
setting an
that are that
official
I'm not
table
good,
for you
and a lot
your
of people
partner
tend to watch
take the crown together.
for like competitive
those
play
of
and
you
like
in
high level to learn,
grab a friend or make
and
a
then
new one,
also because
because you
people
can try
watch to
Battleground
like
Duos here at
battle
BlizzCon
against the
right
streamer and stuff,
now
you know, like
at the Hearthstone
1v1
demo
kind of
area.
private fights and stuff like that. And it's not fun when you're trash and everyone who has ever played like 2 games is better than you, and so you're just a whole 6-hour stream of being defeated. This might actually make it
Early
fun.
next year, and you can learn more later today and see the new heroes and minions that make teamwork so fun in Battlegrounds.
Interesting.
It makes the dream work. We love teamwork. If you're tuning in at home, please make sure to join us at the What's Next panel. And if you're here with us at BlizzCon, you can also join me and other members of the Hearthstone team in the tavern. For you worthy opponents out there, come duel a dev and challenge the Hearthstone team. Or, if you want to catch up after 4 years away, pull up a chair by the hearth. We'll see you in the tavern.
She did a really good job for someone who was absolutely set up to fail with like right
great.
after that. She was awesome. Super engaging. Hid her nervousness really well. Rumble! Let's do this. Legit, this game is so much fun.
It's so little and murderous.
Many whelps.
It's like Pia, but dragon.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. She has a Mega Man arm cannon?
Yeah, man. It's a gnome.
Rad.
Bonk. I'm back.
Rumble is great. A lot of like, and
Please
it's
welcome from Warcraft Rumble, executive producer Vic Sarath.
it's a really great game because firstly it's mobile, so you can just like pick it up and play, but you can literally play for 5 minutes and then turn it off and be fine. Like it's great.
You gotta love Anixia. She didn't even use deep breath there. Hello, BlizzCon.
They will stand in front of the
Last
dragon
year,
because they're idiots,
the team and
Jack.
I announced we were working on a brand new Warcraft game.
what I have
A
to
way to
say.
bring Warcraft with you wherever you are and wherever you go. And as you just saw, we've had a ton of fun and poured a lot of love into making this game. Warcraft Rumble is an action strategy game with a deep PvE campaign, a dynamic PvP mode, and so much more. It's a game filled with familiar faces. You'll mix and match miniature versions of characters from the Warcraft universe to make your very own army as you take on opponents all over Azeroth. So, if you've ever wanted to see Jaina command an army of Murlocs, or Grom lead a horde of angry chickens, apparently, this is your opportunity.
Also, Hog is a boss.
By combining leaders, troops, and spells from 5
As he
families,
should be.
Alliance, Horde, Beasts, Undead, and my personal favorite, Blackrock. You'll battle your way through maps inspired by some very familiar locations. You'll fight to control resources, capture towers, and eventually defeat the boss or player at the other end. Speaking of bosses, each one has their own unique mechanics, so you'll have to adapt your strategies to the threats you'll face as you battle through the campaign and beyond. Our goal was to give you everything you love about Warcraft, reimagined with a big dose of what our team calls joyful chaos. When we set out
They
to
nailed
make
it.
this game, we wanted to offer a variety of challenges no matter how you choose to play it, whether it's for 5 minutes at a time or hours on end. And that was something we especially focused on during the beta, to make sure you have something fun to do every time you open up the game. And for those of you that played the beta and gave us your feedback, thank you so much. It's because of your support and the hard work of our team that we feel we got something really, really special on our hands. Now, let's take a look at the result.
No time chicken baby.
You know, I gotta admit, it's pretty cool watching that video and just thinking about how far we've come since last year. At this point, we just can't wait for all of you to hop in and play. And I mean, we literally can't wait. That's why we've made Warcraft Rumble available to download and play right now.
We're
This is
right
such
next,
a
yeah.
huge moment for us, and we're so all excited to have you join us. And for those of you in the audience with me
I've
today,
been playing it for
let's
a
bring
while.
down the Wi-Fi together.
I've been playing it
No,
for a
I'm
good
kidding,
few
like,
months
we
now,
don't
and
get on
it's
the
just
Wi-Fi.
so much fun.
I'm in a lot of trouble once I get off of here. Whether you're a veteran of Azeroth or just have a deep love for strategy games, there's a lot to enjoy here. We've got a huge campaign with over 70 bosses. And for those of you looking for an especially unique challenge, we even have a heroic campaign with an extra layer of difficulty that we cooked up ourselves.
Yeah, Alpha does.
We've got maps with verticality, capture points, resources, traps, and all kinds of other contraptions.
It's evolved a fair bit, and it's really cool to see.
Was lovingly handcrafted by our team and is its own unique puzzle. But how you choose to solve that puzzle is completely up to you. And when you're in the mood for a solo dungeon, we've got you covered there as well. Dungeons in Warcraft Rumble are intense 3-mission gauntlets through places like Normagon and the Dead Mines, where you equip your armies with game-changing relics until your run is over. Or jump into PvP and duke it out with other players on maps inspired by some of the most legendary maps and battlegrounds found in World of Warcraft. You can even join a guild and work together with your friends towards some super special shared rewards. I can only say... Nice.
Be a guild win.
That's just what we have in the game right now. We have so much more coming. For starters, we're going to be releasing a new mini with each season. And that also starts right now.
There's a lot of minis already. That's
Season
interesting.
1 of Warcraft Rumble is live. And the latest addition to our growing roster of minis is none other than the Banshee Queen herself, Sylvanas. We're also working on even more ways for you to play with or against your friends. And that includes the biggest challenge in all of Rumble, raids. Make sure to join our Warcraft Rumblings panel later today to hear all about raids and what else we have in store for the future of this game. Now, BlizzCon, before I go, I just wanted to let you know, the team and I, many of whom are here in Anaheim with us right now, we love playing strategy games. And we set out to make a game that harkens back to our RTS roots, where Warcraft began almost 30 years ago. It is really made out of a genuine love for Warcraft by people with deep roots in the universe. No matter how you like to play, there's something for everyone to love in Warcraft Rumble. Thank you so much, BlizzCon. Enjoy the chaos, and we'll see you in game.
That dwarf with the skeletons. Okay, let's do this.
Please welcome
Let's go.
Executive Producer, World of Warcraft, Holly Longdale.
It'll be classic first.
Yep.
Her jacket.
That's red.
What's that?
That's Alexstrasza.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited to see you all here. This is fantastic. Well, can you believe we've been playing World of Warcraft for almost 20 years? You know, 2004 was a while ago, right? You know, some of us, we waited in those lines for those midnight releases and got our discs. Yeah! And
That's
we
a
raced
beautiful
home
jacket.
to install
I want
those
it.
WoW discs one by one.
The memories.
Across nearly 2 decades, players all over the world have taken part in the stories of Jaina, Sylvanas, Arthas, and Thrall, and of course, so many others. And together, we've jumped through the portal into Outland. We sailed off into Northrend, and we watched Sargeras stab the world with that sword.
I love Holly. She's great.
During that time, gaming has changed, and you have changed, and so have we, particularly in the past year. The entire team across both Modern and Classic have embraced their communities. We are truly listening to your voices and taking action. My friends at BlizzCon, now is the perfect time to prepare to close chapters, open new ones, and double down on why we all fell in love with World of Warcraft in the first place.
They keep talking about closing chapters and starting new ones, and I'm not okay with this.
With that in mind, let's get to it.
As many of you know, WoW Classic was born out of the community.
Feels like hidden Activision digs.
And of course, most of you know that still drives us today. Like just in August, inspired by our community, we released Classic Hardcore. So, in Hardcore, you only get one life. And if you die, you may laugh, you may cry, you may have to replace a keyboard, but you go again. We've loved watching you take on the challenge or die trying. And because the hardcore community has asked, the team is planning to add a new way to play hardcore early next year.
Wrath Hardcore.
And last month in Wrath Classic, we released the Fall of the Lich King patch.
Yeah, Lich King's dead. Go good.
And while there's still more to come in Wrath, earlier this year, we looked at your feedback to think about where are we gonna go next. We read through a lot, and I mean a lot of your feedback on social media forums, and we sent out surveys to our players. And here at BlizzCon, we're happy to announce Cataclysm is coming. And it's coming with #changes based on your feedback, just like you'd expect from Classic. So now, let's jump into the Wayback Machine and get a reminder of all things Cataclysm.
I'm surprised that got the reaction it did.
It's okay, so long as they remove the talent tree problem, it's all good.
True.
Holy shit.
There is no hope, no future. All life is doomed.
Sons and daughters of Gilneas, hold the barricade. Do not give them an inch.
Neltharion, it is time to end this.
Like you, all Azeroth shall burn. Everyone succumbs in the end. Deathwing has sundered this world so that its true lords may return. You dare trespass into my domain? Die! This is my realm. I am Deathwing, the Destroyer, the end of all things. I am the Cataclysm.
Sorry, that moment at the end of the cinematic where he just, that has been such a, oh. When they had United and Stormwind for Hearthstone and they did an influencer thing, they asked me to contribute a clip talking about my memories of Stormwind, and that's just such a formative moment of my memories of Stormwind.
Over the past 4 years of class,
dude.
we've watched you master the vanilla experience, and we've loved it. So much, in fact, that we thought we'd add some unique flavor with a seasonal note and a dash of discovery. Season of Discovery is vanilla WoW with a spicy twist. You're going to discover new secrets as you scour the world and find class-altering abilities. Have you ever wondered what it might be like to be a tanking warlock?
No, we have that.
Or take on the role of a mage healer? In Season of Discovery, you can. The season is going to launch with an initial level cap of 25. And when you hit that max level, you'll be met with the brand new level 25 endgame. You'll discover a brand new 10-player Black Fathom Deeps raid with new and reimagined bosses, mechanics, and of course, rewards. Then, after a couple of months, we'll raise the level cap a bit. You'll find even more endgame content, and so it will go. If you're here at BlizzCon, you can play the Black Fathom Deeps raid in the Warcraft Hall.
Sounds kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that'll tick the box for people who wanted Classic Plus, but it's
Classic
very interesting.
Or just a little intrigued about what exactly a Warlock tank can do, go check it out. For all of you watching online, don't worry. You won't have to wait long to play. Because we want you to discover all of the secrets together, there will be no public testing. WoW Classic Season of Discovery launches in a few short weeks on November 30th.
She's kind of used to saying months.
No, that was intentional. It was building the suspense. It was in a few short weeks. Applause! Like, that was the whole point. It wasn't a stumble.
Cataclysm. Don't miss the classic panel this afternoon. All right, now it's time to talk to my dragon riders in Modern WoW.
Come on.
Our team remains committed to giving you meaningful game updates about every 8 weeks with more content sprinkled in between.
An illusion?
We really
What are
want
you
everyone
hiding?
to feel alive.
Let's
and the
turn
home
those
you
off.
want to come back to no matter how you play. Our next major update, Guardians of the Dream, is going live in just 5 days. I want to give a shout out to my elves. It is finally our time. 1 week later, Season 3 will start with the last raid of the expansion, Amirdrasil, the Dream.
Lost.
There we will have our final showdown with
Oh,
Faraz
shit.
and defend our new world tree. But fear not,
Yes.
that's not the end of our time in the Dragon Isles. There's a lot more to come in Dragonflight that will serve as both the epilogue of this story and the bridge to our next one. Like I said earlier, we are evolving. We are changing our approach to this big, beautiful game and how we look ahead to new chapters. BlizzCon, it's time for a new adventure. One that has grown from the very seeds of what captured our hearts when we first set foot in Azeroth. For veteran players, the last 20 years have led us to this. And for those who have yet to join us, now is the time. And who better to talk about the first step in this journey? Than someone who carved the path in the first place. Everyone, please welcome my
Chris
friend,
Metzen!
Executive Creative Director of the Warcraft universe, Chris Metzen.
Yes! Oh my god. Oh shit. I'm fine.
What up, BlizzCon? Holy smokes! Horde, where you at?
Yes! Come on! Yeah, no, fuck you all.
BlizzCon as one!
Yes!
Holy smokes, thank you. Thank you. It is, thank you guys. It has been a long, strange trip to get back to this spot. I tell you that. It has been interesting this past year being back under the hood of World of Warcraft. It has reminded me of a few things. One, I love Warcraft. Number two, you know what? I really missed this work. And number three, on the real, it feels amazing to be back and part of this Blizzard family again. As Holly said a bit ago, next year is the 20th anniversary of World of Warcraft.
It feels like they're wrapping up for like Warcraft 2 and I'm not here. I'm not ready for it.
Have been playing from the beginning. I love you. So given that, what was that? Doesn't matter. We started thinking, so what next, right? What expansion hook, what single storyline could possibly match such a historic occasion? We started thinking about, well, I did, the good old days, right? And some of those early mythic ideas that kind of established the background of Warcraft. Started thinking about even some of the newer ideas that have played out more recently, but still in a way feel a little unresolved. And in the mix of all that stuff, in the mix of all those ideas, particular things like, what the hell has Magni actually been babbling about all these years?
That's true.
Was the thing that he came to warn us about in Battle for Azeroth, did it actually play out?
No.
Or is there potentially something darker still looming on the horizon? I don't know.
Oops, all chromies.
Eventually be an apocalyptic confrontation between the forces of the light and the void. Talk to me, BlizzCon. I'll tell you what, for nothing, my pally Maine, I'm all in on that kind of thing if it happens. It's gonna happen.
But anyway.
And really the big question for all the marbles.
That's amazing
what
art.
have the Titans actually been doing since the dawn of civilization? What is the real purpose of all of their cute little installations slammed into the side of the planet? Do we know everything we need to know about their real intentions for our world?
Stop asking us questions and tell us the answers.
BlizzCon. All of these hooks. And 100 more. 68. Carry the 2. A bunch more.
Fuck me.
Nice.
All cooking in the pot.
He just...
started to reveal a storyline. Something epic. How epic? Real epic. A storyline that in almost every way feels like the culmination of the first 20 years of our storytelling. A storyline, provided we do our jobs, we do the thing, that will vector us into the next 20 years of adventure. BlizzCon. Are you with me, BlizzCon?
I'm gonna mute you guys for just a second.
We call this storyline the World Soul Saga. The World Soul Saga is so epic, as we covered. It cannot be contained within any single expansion. It is built to play out over multiple expansions over the next few years. Come on now.
He did say expansion, so it's not WoW 2, hopefully.
Having said that, we are working on multiple ways to deliver this adventure to you a little faster than you're used to.
Oh my god, Yili? What are we...
We're not gonna get into it at this BlizzCon, forgive me. But keep your ears peeled. I assure you, we are moving with purpose. And the last thing we really want is for y'all to have your grandkids controlling your mouse and your keyboard trying to wrap this thing up. It's coming. Also, given the scale of this monster, we have decided to change it up today. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun.
Stop it. You're toying with us.
Instead of just debuting your next expansion all on its lonesome, we have decided to give you a glimpse at your next 3 expansion sets.
Holy shit!
Does this meet with your approval, BlizzCon?
Hell yes!
My friends, I'm gonna warn you, there may be mild spoilers ahead. Actually, I'm just kidding. They ain't mild. Buckle up. Are you ready, BlizzCon?
Yes!
The first part of the World Soul Saga and your 10th expansion is called World of Warcraft, The War Within. In this chapter, you will be descending into the heart of Azeroth itself, exploring new subterranean kingdoms and engaging with ancient cultures like the Earthen and the terrifying Nerubians of Aj-Kahet.
Oh yes! Come on, baby.
But as the forces of darkness close in around our precious world soul, you, yeah, that's you, will be called to do what you always do, which is
save the world.
Dispense indiscriminate justice upon all those who got it coming. Talk to me, BlizzCon.
Fuck yes.
The second part of the World Soul Saga is called World of Warcraft Midnight. In this chapter, you will be returning, ready, to the old world, to the fabled lands of Quel'Thalas. There, the forces of the Void have invaded Azeroth.
There's your Void expansion.
On snuffing out the light of the Sunwell and plunging the world into darkness and fear. You will not only help reunify the scattered elven tribes of Azeroth, but you will make your stand with the forces of the light and banish the shadow forever.
Forever. That's gotta have consequences.
Of course, BlizzCon, it is Azeroth. Things may not go to plan. Things may just spiral wildly out of control, leading us to the third part of the World Soul Saga. World of Warcraft, the last Titan.
Oh, shit.
In this chapter, you will again be returning to the old world, this time to the wintry lands of Northrend.
Again.
And there, at Ulduar, you will bear witness to the return of the Titans to Azeroth.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, this is...
And there, you will uncover a vast conspiracy, one that stretches throughout the history of the world, one that will challenge everything you think you know about the Titans, their intentions, and the true nature of Azeroth itself. In time, my friend, in time. And it's called Silithus. There you go. BlizzCon, my hope, our dear hope, is that you can see when it comes to WoW storytelling, we ain't screwing around. We are playing for all the marbles. We are working to establish a thundering heartbeat for this franchise. Now.
Sounds like the end.
Now, BlizzCon. Hearken to me. Always wanted to say that. Thank you. Whether you are a current player, and I'm gonna bet that most of you are, or maybe you jumped off the WoW train a few expansions ago, now is the time to come home. Now is the time to pull on your boots, pick up your broadsword or your favorite glowy staff, and get in this fight.
Oh, Jesus.
Friends, Azeroth needs her defenders now more than ever. Now, in a few moments, we are going to give you a deeper look at the war within. But before we do that, I want to leave you with a little something to chew on. I want to remind you all that sometimes very epic things can begin with small, heartfelt moments. What you're about to see is one of those moments. And with that, BlizzCon, proud defenders of Azeroth, let the World Soul Saga begin.
Oh boy.
You're here to tell me we don't get to hide. Is that it?
You needed time. We stayed away. But time by itself heals nothing.
You didn't just come here for me. It's the visions. You've seen them.
I suspect many have lately. Something, someone, is calling out from the heart of the world. Like a voice from a dream. Something dark is coming, Anduin. The world needs your light again. My son.
I'm not that person anymore. I have no light. Not after what I've seen. Not after what I've done.
You are not your past, Anduin. I trust you.
Hear me.
They're getting worse. Look, whatever's coming, I'll stand with you. Of course I will. But we were drawn here by the voice. Who is it, Thrall? Who's calling out to us?
I'm not sure yet. But that sword was aimed at someone.
Holy fuck.
I guess we're not ignoring that sword anymore. I do have to say, though, every time I see that cinematic, and I've seen it many times, it gets me right in my heart. It feels like a new beginning, and it feels like coming home. And we are so excited about where we are going. And now that you've seen or heard the overview for the World So Saga, let's talk about the war within. As we all gather and explore beneath the surface, we'll find an ancient Nerubian civilization. They will be led by someone we were first introduced to in Legion, Xal'atath, a harbinger of the Void. The Void brings destruction and darkness that threatens all light in our world. The last time we saw Xal'atath, she promised we would meet again. And it turns out she was right. And while Anduin, Thrall, and others share the same visions emanating from the heart of the world, some are seeing something quite different.
My visions are not the same as the others. No radiance, no song. Just the shadow taunting me from below.
Ooh. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Jesus. Delves. Treasure! Warband. Hero. Okay. Earthen!
The fate of our world rests upon the edge of a knife. And our battle lies deep within.
Holy shit!
In the War Within, alongside beautiful, unique underground zones, we will have challenging dungeons and raids and some new features too that are built to last. If you like exploring on your own with a couple of friends or family, we have delves. These are a variety of bite-sized experiences for 1 to 5 players that will offer endgame rewards. You may also find in your delve a familiar character who'd be willing to fight alongside you. And if you're like me and you have an obsession with alts, we have warbands. With this feature, you could treat all of your characters like family and share banks, reputation.
Oh my god! Fuck yes! Oh my god! Fuck yes! Oh my god!
We're also introducing a new layer of customization for your class specs with hero talents. You might want to take your character down the path of a Dark Ranger, let's say, or a Farseer.
Oh my god.
Also, during your travels underground, you will meet the Earthen Dwarves, and you'll be able to unlock them as our new allied race.
Do I get more character slots?
The facial hair options are spectacular.
Oh my god.
There's so much more to talk about, so please join the What Next panel that's coming up right after the opening ceremony right here.
Oh, wait.
What I can tell you, though, is that the call
Is it
to get
streaming?
into the fight to save our world will ring out when The War Within releases next year.
When next year? Fall. So that's September, October, November? No.
Lastly, I sincerely want to
August,
say
September, October. Is that
we're
right?
so excited to begin this new journey with you.
No. September, October,
And from
November.
our hearts
Fuck, I don't know.
to yours. Thank you for bringing our world.
I don't remember what spring is though, Nix. That's the problem. Okay. September, October, November. Okay.
Note of thanks, Mike Ibarra.
Raid remix. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you to
So-
all the teams
okay,
who presented
okay.
today. There really is so much to look forward over the next 2 days. And this is only the beginning. I can't wait to walk the halls of all of Anaheim with all of you. It is truly a joy to be here with the Blizzard team and our players. BlizzCon, be great to each other and enjoy the show.
BlizzCon 2023 would like to thank our partners.
Sure they would.
Xbox, power your dreams. Omen, game life.
Where the fuck do I even start?
HTC Vive Mars, virtual production.
I start by unmuting Discord.
Intel.
I'm deafening.
Gameplay beyond performance with
Okay,
13
sorry about that. I knew I was not gonna want any interruptions there, so thank you for understanding.
From Nobel Prize winning quantum
That was pretty cool.
to 4K OLED panels.
How loudly did you hear me screaming from the stream room for the warbands?
This was pretty funny.
Oh my god. I just want to see what's coming up with this.
Adverts.
No, I know, but I don't know what's gonna... This next one starts in 40-ish minutes. Okay. Because yeah, that's the thing. There was this big gap in the schedule, and everyone was like, "Oh, what's this big gap in the schedule?" No, we knew what that gap was. We knew what that gap was. I'm being prompted for an ad break.
Yeah, I delayed that so that
I snoozed them.
Oh, I did too.
Oh.
But you were busy.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't think your snooze came through.
We beg you. It might be why it was tripping out.
Will you save us?
Anyway.
So this is the ad for season 2 of D4, right?
Looks like it.
All right. What I'm gonna do. Actually, no. Fuck that. Let me turn it down on the actual stream. So that we can just have it like there in the background. Otherwise, everything gets messy. All my settings get wonky. I really need to pee. So I'm gonna play the ad and then we're gonna have a fucking chat. BRB.
We're just gonna turn down the ad break.
No, the ad.
In the beginning, I was all alone, trying my best to do some good out there. But it didn't take long to realize that with the right friends, everything would change.
I will also be back.
Step aside. You don't know who you're messing with.
They knew the townsfolk were up to something sinister.
Let's move!
Right behind you! And it was like a powder keg, waiting to explode.
We did it! No.
Oh, nuts. As it turned out, I had the right backup waiting for me, just when I needed it.
Let's do this.
You got it, partner.
I didn't intentionally pursue leadership.
I'm gonna punch ya!
Candle mud slider.
Let's show these fine folks some Badland hospitality.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
What the hell just happened?
What do you mean?
My main screen is off and it's not showing like the indicator light. Let me check the cables. Shit, which cable is it? I used to have labels on all my cables and now I don't.
Labels on.
Oh, that's it. Nope.
You're here to tell me.
Still not turning on.
Is that it?
You needed time. But time by itself heals nothing.
Oh, okay. Now it's got power. Just unplugged and replugged. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay.
It's the visions.
We have discussions to have. Oh, man. We have discussions to have. Just seen new X-Back pre-purchase Epic Collection gets 3 days early access and access to beta. Oh, right, of course, because that'll be up now, won't it? Shit, let's have a look. Where's my launcher?
It's also $135.
Yeah, but that's how much the Dragonflight collectors was.
That's collectors, not epic.
True. True. World of Warcraft. Descend into the depths of Azeroth, pre-purchase, no.
Oh, it comes with Trader's Tender.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's why. Includes the critically acclaimed Dragonflight expansion. Currently, it's designed as a, like, purchase it now, get Dragonflight and the one we've just announced in one for new players. That'd be why.
Not after what I've seen.
That'd be why.
Not after what I've done.
But shouldn't that be going on the
Available
sub
on
anyway?
or before December 31, 2024. Sorry?
Shouldn't that be available with the sub when the new thingy goes live anyway?
It should, that's what I'm saying. It's so that people who are rejoining, the idea is they know that their player base is faltered. They know that they've lost a whole bunch of players over the last couple of expansions, and that a lot of people didn't bother buying Dragonflight because they didn't enjoy BFA or Shadowlands. So what they're saying is, buy this, start playing right the fuck now, and get the expansion next year. That's what they're doing. If you already have Dragonflight on your account, the expansion will not be regranted as well, is what it says. Beta access and early access dates subject to change. Minimum early access duration is 3 days, limited time only. Playtime subject to possible outages and time zone differences. Certain endgame features, including mythic dungeons and weekly quests, not available during early access. Click for more details. In this opening chapter of the World Soul Saga, you'll journey through never-before-seen subterranean worlds filled with hidden wonders and lurking perils down to the dark depths of the Nerubian Empire, where the inscrutable harbinger of the void has gathered her arachnid forces to bring Azeroth to its knees. Excuse me. Deliver justice upon the servants of the shadow, investigate the dark motives behind the harbinger's machinations, and take part in a thrilling new adventure spanning WoW's next 3 expansions. And then there's a note there, one future expansion's not included in WoW The War Within purchase. Pre-purchase, 2, available on or before December 31st, 2024. World of Warcraft The War Within, and unlock a slew of benefits to aid you in your coming adventures. All editions include an enhanced level 70 character boost, and the critically acclaimed Dragonflight expansion. In addition, the Epic Edition also guarantees beta access and early access to The War Within. All in-game items are available immediately unless otherwise noted. So you get War Within available at launch, WoW Dragonflight, enhanced 70 character boost, and a varying amount of Traders Tender included in all of them. Base Edition comes with 500, Heroic comes with 750, and Epic comes with 1,000. Heroic and Epic come with the Algarian Stormrider mount with dynamic flying, dozens of customization options, and access to special race courses. And the upgradable Storm Riders attire transmog set. Your Epic Edition also comes with beta access to the War Within, 3 days early access to the War Within, 30 days of game time, Squally the Storm Hatchling pet, Sandbox Storm Griffin toy, and Deep Dweller's Earthen Hearthstone effect. It does not look like they have announced a physical collector's edition yet. Let's click to find out more. $80 for level 70 boost. Wow. $80 for a boost has been the cost for years and years now, Yori. Hasn't it? I thought it was always 80.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's always been 80.
It's been 80 for a while. So when you click the beta access link, it takes you to a 500 internal server error. Our servers seem to be on fire. That's okay. Things are going to be okay. In the meantime, here are some helpful links that are not on fire yet. It's probably because everyone's fucking clicking it, but yeah. Any game engine updates? Not that they've said yet, Harley, but it's literally just a top level. Here's what we're bringing. I would imagine if they're talking about game engines, it'd be more in a deep dive. Also, why does that matter? Is there like an issue with the game engine? It seems to be working just fine. I'm curious. It's not like a challenge. It's more of a curiosity thing. About Dwarves was right, half right, haha. Leaks are bullshit anyway. Leaks suck. We don't like leaks. I'm excited. Hello, Elrath! Where it says enhanced boost makes it sound like it'd be a good boost, but I can only assume it'd be the same where it's in some mediocre green gear. Well, they were also talking about hero talents and stuff like that, so that might be, like... Enhanced level 70 character boost sounds like it's something different. There is an Epic Edition trailer. Watch on YouTube, please. Let me pull it over here and full screen it. And then give me just a second to pull this up in the... Actually, let me just change this window. That might be easier. Okay, so this is the Epic Edition trailer. Sorry, that was really loud. So there's your Algarian Stormrider. Jesus, it's beautiful. Oh, and so dragon riding style customizations. Enhanced boost. That doesn't look like green gear. That's the transmog. Brilliant. Hearthstone effect. Oh, the pet! Oh, that's super cute, the toy. 3 days early access. Base edition Dragonflight. And the Traders Tender, right.
Just the War Within now.
So that's everything. Oh no, wait. I forgot to actually change screen. Good. One moment, please. Let me turn studio mode off so it actually... There we go. Fuck me, I'm very good at this. Let's try that again. So there's the mount with all of its customizations. And well, not all of them, but some of them. Enhanced boost, and that's the transmog, which is very cute. Hearthstone effect. Look at the pet! The griffin toy.
It's kind of cute.
It is super cute. And then base edition Dragonflight. So what I'm sort of... Oh, the lights have changed. Yeah.
Pre-purchase the War Within now.
So that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. Let me just change this over as well. Cool. It is so expensive because it includes Dragonflight. I would guarantee you. The problem is if you already have Dragonflight.
Exactly. It should be.
It should reduce the price. It should be a bundle price, and then it will. You know how when they have like a bundle of a bunch of mounts and you've already got 3 of them, and so it reduces the total price by X amount. That's what it should be doing for this, but they haven't. I think that's going to be a point of contention. However, that being said, how much was Dragonflight? Is Dragonflight still in the store with the, it is, isn't it? Games within Dragonflight. Right, so now included in all editions of the War Within. And it also says you already have, so if I click gift, it just says $44.95. But I think it's because you can't get the other editions anymore, right? It doesn't look like you can get... Yeah. Yeah, it looks... Dragonflight, digital prices, AUD. That's gonna not be right anymore though. Yeah, it still says $44.95. So on the Google, that like the cached thing from Google says Epic Edition was $89.99, Heroic was $69.99, and Base was $49.99.
I think that's American.
It is USD to AUD. $89.99 is $138.24. So it's the same price as Dragonflight was. And it includes the previous expansion. So, yeah, no, I think that's what it's gonna be. I think that's what it's gonna be. Next race before main release. Place your bets off the level to max race before main release. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I getcha. Make gold buy tokens, uses Blizzard cash, use cash to boost character, easy payday. Battle.net page has changed. Yeah, never bought once, not paid attention to prices. Fair. Just more DX12 ultimate stuff, mesh shaders, etc. Instead of having a drop down for locations, you have a globe now to change it. Interesting. Is that... Where the fuck is my account?
Whatever you can do. We beg you.
Will you save us?
I can't select my account on the Battle.net launcher. I am concerned. I can select it for Classic. Like if I change to Wrath Classic, it's there. Or World of Warcraft Classic,
Yeah,
but if
I believe Battle.net's down because mine's stuck in an eternal loading loop at the moment.
Okay, because I can, when I'm selecting WoW, I can, if I change it to Wrath Classic or Warcraft, like Wrath Classic or Classic, I can select my main account, but if I switch to live World of Warcraft, I can only select my 2 accounts that have expired subscriptions. Unhappy. Terrified. So pretty, aren't they just? For an allied race now, so that means Hordes can be a dwarven race. I would say it's similar to Pandaren, where you kind of level through a starting area, then pick your side kind of thing.
In the beginning, I was all alone. Tried my best to do
Where's my... I'm just checking on the website that my account still fucking exists because I'm uncomfy. Yes, I have a physical authenticator still. Okay, it says it's still there. Yeah, it's all still there. Uncomfy. Maybe I close and relaunch it. Yeah, no, it's still not letting me select it, so I can't log in at the moment. Good. What if I click the launch button? What's info right now? Elves suck. As soon as save your subs, you have a special sub posting with different creators. One what Twicon is doing. Yeah. So Subfest is a thing that, yeah, it's launching the wrong account. God damn it. So Subfest is a thing that all Twitch partners in ANZ are invited to, and selected affiliates. So yes, because I'm a Twitch partner, I'm a part of it. We've got an allied race announced. I hope that means 40's going to win race. New Zealand's pretty. Report everyone for spoilers. Mention level cap raise. Wonder if the hero system thing will take the place of that. It does sound like it, and that sounds also like the enhanced level 70 boost thing. Like maybe that's giving you, instead of it boosting to 80 like it would have, it's boosting you to 70 plus the special hero talents that you've unlocked during your leveling during the War Within. You know what I mean? Like that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. I'm sure they'll explain in the deep dive, hey. We're doing different race expansions. Collector's edition looks nice on the shelf. Art book is always amazing. Like those. That you can't really see from back here because the lighting is thingamajig, which is why I kind of opened up the thing. But yeah, that's those are my C's. I've got the white box is the 15th anniversary one, and then I've got BC, Wrath, Kata, Mop, which is faded to hell because it was in the sun. Fucking, what's it called? Warlords, Legion, BFA, Shadowlands, Dragonflight. Everything but vanilla. Because I can't afford a vanilla one from eBay. I've got the pets, don't ask me how, but I've got the pets from the vanilla collector's edition, but I just don't have the box. Especially talents, it's gonna be interesting with the biggest high point. Yeah, I see face. That's all you need. She's on full cam scene. I am. Kata ones come with little Deathwing pets with retail and classic. I like it. Excitement got to us all, I think. Yes. It's the accessible version of the trailer for the visually, but I'm sorry. Transmog, isn't it pretty? Additionally, a new change to Transmog Collection will let players learn the appearance of any gear type, even— What?
You completely
Where
missed that when he said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, because I'm still scrolling back through chat now because I was talking and trying to figure out why the hell my account wasn't working. I'm now just catching up on chat. Where the fuck did—
Metzen.
I didn't hear Metzen say that, no.
Pretty sure he mentioned it in passing.
No, Holly was the one who was talking about the actual features. And if she mentioned it as part of Warband, I was still like, she said reputations, banks, and I screamed, and I didn't hear the rest of it. So Squally massive change. That is huge. In reality, 2 gives 30 days game time. 2, it's like a month off. 2, I mean, all of the Epic editions have always given 30 days. Like that's, and like collector's editions, they've always given game time as well. Greatly dislike the early access portions of these packages. I feel it takes away from the grandness of launch day. I agree. However, it does boost my viewer numbers, Rump. Because it means No, I know. I'm still talking to. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
out of chat. Bugger. Well, Rump will be pleased to know that early access stuff massively boosts my viewer numbers because you'll get people watching who can't afford to buy the early access themselves. I know that's horrible, but like, it's business.
Not after what I've done.
The reduced price mechanic in store. The price seems to be the same price as all expansions. Yeah, don't you think they might come out with other bundles closer to launch? No. Seems pretty clearly marketed to people who do not have Dragonflight. Yeah. No, they won't come out with other bundles. There's always been, like, since they've done digital stuff, there's always just been 3. Plus the physical collector's edition, which I'll be... Wait a second. No, that still just got Dragonflight. Hear me. Damn it. I usually pre-order my CE through EB Games. But they've only got the Dragonflight one still up.
Well, look. Businesses haven't opened yet, so...
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This kind of shit is 24-hour, and when they announced Dragonflight, I pretty much immediately jumped on EB and stuck in my pre-order. I would say to try to avoid leaks and stuff like that, because they did a pretty damn good job of avoiding leaks this time around.
Did an exceptional job, yeah.
Yeah, they did a really good job. So I would say that part of that was not sending info to retailers, to be honest. And so, yeah, but it's okay.
Info lockdown.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll talk to the person. He'll know. He'll know. And I can, oh my god, I can do it through, oh my god. Right, so my brother works at EB. Not like retail, but my brother works at EB. And for the first time in 15 years, for the first time ever, because back, 15 years ago, I wasn't getting collector's editions and stuff like that. I wasn't pre-ordering. So for the first time ever, I'm gonna be able to talk to my darling brother and place a pre-order through him, through his store. Get his stats up. That'll be cool. That'll be really cool. It's definitely over 100. Sounds right. It wasn't cheap. Yeah. It's nice to see Chris back on stage. 3 X packs, very impressive. I know, Cookie. Hey. I see lots of people logging into order. Yeah, but this is like actually logging into the game. It's not just. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. But that's great news for them though. If their actual their launcher is malfunctioning because of the mass number of people logging in to test out all this stuff, that's really great for them. It sadly changed back. I had to reload it. Yeah, I've just closed it properly and I'm now re-logging in and everything to see if it does anything. No, it's still not showing. Oh no, there it is. My new account. And upgrade available. Oh my god, I love that. It's always exciting when the upgrade available button pops up, That's cool. Reminders of the page, pricing is the same as it was Dragonflight. Yeah, I could imagine it won't get lower than that. Yep, for sure. Meeting time, gotta go, of course. Physical one died, it's a Cata one, but still never got it. I still got it, never getting rid of it, yes. Could imagine that many people around the world watching BlizzCon keynote just decided to log on to WoW for old time's sake and crash the servers. Yep. I see the boost has now been updated on the store too. Oh yeah? Might jump on a classic and read /2, which would be totally cool and not at all insane. People can buy the boost to 70 separately. Yeah, of course. I mean, people have always been able to buy a boost separately. It's just that it includes one as a bonus thing if you, yeah. I never get invites to those, don't know what criteria is. No, neither do I. Neither do I. And it seems to shift and change because, so last Subfest, the one that was in May, was the first one that affiliates were invited to. All the ones prior to that were partner only. So last Subfest was the first time affiliates were invited, and then this Subfest, I believe it was the last one. And then this Subfest, it's a different set of some affiliates have been invited again, and others haven't. It's been like shuffled. I would say that there's some kind of criteria, and they get all the affiliates that fit that criteria, and then they sort by one or two of the criteria, and then they take the first X number, and then that's kind of, you know. Yeah, it's good fun. Subfest is wonderful if you do it right. Exhausting if you do it right, but great fun. Really great fun. We are going to be streaming every day of Subfest. I'm not going to be doing 10 hours, 10 days, because I don't think my body can handle it. I did that last time. In May, we did 10 hours a day, 10 days, and I was really not well afterwards. And I also actually have that podcast that I was going to be on that got cancelled because 2 of the 3 hosts were not well. That's been rescheduled for the second day of fucking Subfest. So that day, at the very least, I can't do a 10-day because I've got a podcast feature in the middle of the day. But we will see how we go. If we reach certain milestones, then we might start extending the remaining streams of Subfest, but it'll be good fun. It'll be good fun. And I'm still working on the list of milestones and incentives and stuff like that, but we'll get there. Good morning, Streaky, welcome back. Tons to missing Vanilla and VC, looks like those 2 got 15th anniversary too. Yup, good morning, Trip. Hello, Daz, happy Blizzard Day to you too. It was in a blue post. Oh, it was in a blue post. Okay, so I didn't miss it. Brilliant, thank you, Jack. You know, I'm most excited for is the Old World Northrend revamps. It'd be so amazing. Guess we're not ignoring that sword anymore. Yes. Epic edition of Kata's 120. That is a lot. Epic edition of Kata, huh? Do you mean epic edition of The War Within? Or oh no, Kata for classic. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Good. Got there eventually. Took me a second. Let's have a look. Wow, classic. Blazing epic, blazing heroic pack. What did they do for... I forget how much the Wrath one was when that launched. Wrath Classic Epic Upgrade. So Wrath of Lich King Classic upgrades were USD $49.99 to USD $79.99. So $79.99 USD to AUD is $122.87. It's appropriate. It's the right price. The unfortunate thing is that the conversion rate has changed a whole lot in the last couple of years for various reasons. So the epic upgrade is $119.95. The heroic one is $44.95. So both of them get an Avatar of Flame flying mount, Runebound Firelord flying mount. What just happened? Oh, there we go. For modern WoW characters. Oh shit. Oh shit. This includes stuff for retail. Okay, Lil Rathian Pet in both. Lil Rathian Pet for modern in both. Twilight's Hammer Regalia Transmog set for both. Town in a Box starter set toy. And then the epic includes 80 character boost and 30 days of game time. So if you just want the cosmetics, you can quite literally get the $45 one. You don't have to get, like, 120 is only that expensive because it includes a character boost, which are very expensive, and a month of game time. So yeah. If you're just after the cosmetics, which is probably because I don't use boosts, I can't use a boost. And I don't need game time, so I can just get the heroic pack to get those modern collectibles. Seems someone on the classic had a mount in game. Very Ragnaros looking. Amazing. So you think, guys, that every expansion in this trilogy will be shorter, like not 2 years as current expansions, but maybe 1 year. That's what I thought, Bio. So he did specifically say, Metzen said that it was going to be quicker. So I don't think this is going to be a 6-year journey. What I am thinking though is like, Jas argued that every year is too expensive. And he's right. Like shelling out $130 every, I mean, I know that that's a collector's, like a epic edition. Not everyone will buy that, but buying a new expansion every year gets expensive really quickly. It doubles the effective like monthly cost of your expansion. So I would imagine maybe this is the 5-year plan. Take us from 20 to 25 years of World of Warcraft. So looking at roughly every year and a half, rather than 6 years, making it 5. Maybe less, but yeah, it's an interesting question, and I guess it's one of those things where we're gonna just have to wait and find out. Hey.
2 minutes till start of panel.
Brilliant. Well, I've still got it up, so I can just switch over. Pyjama stream. Indeed, Sync, we've been live since 4:45 and it's now 7:28.
Whatever you can do.
I noticed with the launch now default to NA as it won't let me log on my EU stuff at the moment. So it wouldn't let me select my account, Huga. So what I did was I went into my taskbar, like in the tray, the system tray, and completely exited out of BattleNet, the launcher, and relaunched it, and it was fine. I don't recall EB having it listed first day for DF. I do. Do you also have friends who work at EB? Lamau. Friend, yeah, family, actually. As far as no leaks, Microsoft Legal Logistics Department are formidable and notorious. They are, but, like, they haven't been, like, in charge for very long. That's awesome. I totally leaked a bunch of the fake leaks on purpose so people would spread those instead of real ones. Upgrade available, I know, been away for a while. What's happening? I'm gonna be out an extra fear stream. But BlizzCon. It's BlizzCon. We've just seen the opening ceremony. We're now waiting for the next panel, which should be soon. Yeah. If you send me boost to boost my OG Druid main, yas. Amazing. Transmoggle me and Druid farming AT Dark can be a thing. It can. It can. Is it coming out next week? God, no. No, next year. Yep. Yep, it said fall 2024, but the pre-purchase says on or before December 31st, which is what it usually says. And then, you know, and then when they release more information, it will kind of update it to earlier. So we were speculating about this. This is a good thing to talk about. I'm gonna run. No worries, absolutely not a worry. In and out of sleep course, downside the mount doesn't come in green. Fall spring for us next year. I'm going back to sleep, of course. See you then. See you tomorrow. Wow, what's next panel starts in 2 minutes. Yep. I'm still there. Yeah, I'm still on the Blizzard Twitch channel. Every year if the sub is on Game Pass. Possibly. Possibly. Although maybe the other parts will be cheaper. There could be DLC price. Yeah, maybe. Worth staying up for, not gonna lie. Worth getting up for as well here. Any more crumpets though? When's the count-wide rep with the expansion disc? It said warband, and then it has it as part of the. I don't know exactly when anything is happening, but it was just when they announced it. She said, "You were watching the panel with us." Sorry, not the panel. You were watching the announcement. I may have screamed over it, but it was announced as part of the expansion. So yeah, fall 2024 is what they said. More info will be today and tomorrow, and then drip fed across the next God knows how many months. So D4, late 2024. The War Within, fall 2024. BlizzCon, early November. So, I'm speculating. Like, it's... The first question is, which will come first? WoW or D4? Personally, I'm speculating September for WoW. So then what will happen is we'll get the launch. We'll have the launch of The War Within in September. We'll be able to play it through or either September or mid-October, but probably September to give people time to kind of do the thing. They're not going to want to travel to BlizzCon if they're, you know, in the thick of a brand new expansion. So I'm thinking like early to mid-September, play out the Race to World first, play out all that kind of stuff. Then BlizzCon early November with, you've enjoyed that launch, here's what's coming next year. And then after that, mid-November being D4's expansion. That's what I'm kind of think from a business, because you don't want to launch it in December. You don't want to launch it in December. That's what I'm kind of thinking personally, but I'm very open to your thoughts because I'm not convinced by my own speculation by any means. Like, you could also swap them around. They just best not release anything in early October or I will slaughter everybody. Or mid-October. Because that would also suck for reasons. Ah, Jesus, this is almost 24. I know, Jack, what the hell? Didn't entirely understand warbands. How's that gonna work? Nobody knows, Des. It's literally all we know is warbands for alcoholics. Bank's reputation can be shared across toons. On to the next bullet point. We know as much as you do. We know as much as was said on the thing that you just also watched. No one knows anything. It's great. His announcement was amazing. I know. Oh shit, there goes my mouse. I know, right, Nikki? What the hell? I'm so excited. So excited. Hello. Biggest thing for me was a message that we remain committed to the 8-week release schedule. When did he say that?
Pretty early on.
Okay. When he was on Cataclassic being around March to fill in that quarter bit too, yeah. So fall is September, November. What is late? Yeah, that's it, right? That's it. I think D4, they haven't quite hammered it out enough to be able to pin it down to a season yet. But late usually means Q4. Roughly. And Q4 is October, November, December. But releasing it in December would kill, like absolutely destroy employee morale for Christmas and the end of year break. Because if you've got a brand new release game out there, you can't take time off. You just can't. And after everything that they've put their employees through in the past few years, I don't think that they'll do that.
Please take your seats.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome back
But we'll see.
BlizzCon 2023. Over the next 2 days, there will be a series of 8 panels and presentations showcasing a variety of exciting new games and updates, led by some of Blizzard's amazing creators,
launching
artists,
at
and
BlizzCon.
designers.
I don't.
So, to kick it all off, here's our first
It won't launch at
presentation.
BlizzCon.
They do not launch things at, they have early access play testing. If they launch something at BlizzCon, what's to keep their, people who are there will get shitty because they can't go and play the game and they get behind all the friends and blah,
There
blah.
won't be a single Diablo 4 player at BlizzCon, which is
correct.
not a good idea.
Terran!
Races gathered together
We love Terran.
in Anaheim, California. And now,
We have
the
Terran fans in
drums
this
of
household.
BlizzCon thunder once again. Let me hear the
Jimmy.
thunder.
Sorry, can't help myself.
Oh, thank you.
Terran and Metzen,
Thank you for
that's
being here with us today.
that's where we're at.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the World of
Right
Warcraft
next,
What's
yes.
Next panel. My name is Taryn Gregory, and as you may have heard, thank you. As you may have heard from Chris during the opening
Yep, they
ceremony,
specifically
we
said
are at the
Altstas,
dawn
yeah,
of a
Meaty's
new
right.
era of Warcraft. The World Soul Saga.
Yeah, that too,
A
artist.
story that will play out over the next 3 expansions and will take us on an adventure in World of Warcraft like we've never experienced before.
Yeah, no, that's
This
not
saga
probably
kicks
gonna
off
happen,
with
Nikki.
The War Within.
But we'll see.
In this first chapter, our heroes will be called on an expedition to the subterranean depths of Azeroth, revealing a new world full of mystery, wonder, and darkness.
Although with the warbands, maybe
There we
your
will
mains
confront the
eye level
shadows
can
below
affect the
and
type of
face
catch-up
new
gear you
challenges
can get
on
on
the
an alt.
battlefield, as well
Maybe.
as in ourselves.
Rather than being able to
So
just
what is
transfer it, I'd say maybe,
During this section, I'll share an
'Cause
overview
it is
of
still
the story of the War
soul-bound,
Within,
not band-bound.
And then next, you'll hear from the
Band-bound.
Maria
That's
Hamilton,
account-bound,
who will
same
speak
thing.
to zones and cultures. And then wrapping up with Morgan Day, who will talk about dungeons, the raid, and our new systems.
Yes.
Let's dig in.
Yes!
In our cinematic reveal, did you guys enjoy the cinematic?
Yes!
Big shout out to the cinematic team for their work on that. It's just incredible work.
As
We
always.
witnessed as Thrall found Anduin Wrynn, who has been wandering alone for the last few years, grappling and lost in his own thoughts and dealing with the experience that he's been through, as many of you may have remembered. Throughout this and our features trailer, we learned two very important developments, starting with these visions. Thrall spoke of a vision calling out from the heart of the world, like a voice from a dream. This radiant song will compel our heroes to investigate its origins, and while at the same time, a darkness has been gathering. Even as the heroes adventured on the Dragon Isles, and in the War Within, the mysterious harbinger that Iridikron spoke of will reveal themselves. Xal'atath has returned. Freed long ago from the black blade that once bound her, she is now the harbinger of a new
Chibi, I'm not sure where you copy
era of
pasted that
dark
from, but it's
machinations.
pretty
Her
unintelligible,
message
unfortunately.
is clear. The Black Empire has fallen. The old gods are dead. And their ancient blood runs deep within the cracks of the world. We, the heroes of Azeroth, destroyed them. The forces of the Horde and the Alliance have proven time and again they are among the most powerful armies that have ever stood. The Harbinger has watched this. She is patient. And while the Black Empire failed, Xal'atath now seeks to set in motion the rise of a new dark legacy, one that knows our true strength and will seek to test it against a new threat of terrible power, the Nerubians of Azj-Kahet. Xal'atath has conscripted the Nerubian queen Ansurek, having offered her people a new future, one in which they will rise from their isolation as a mighty kingdom once again. And here in this sprawling city of Azj-Kahet, we will not find the undead soldiers of the Lich King that we faced before, but instead a new mighty stronghold of the Nerubians as they once were, deadly survivors of the mythic wars that have played out time and again over thousands of years. In return for their loyalty, Xal'atath has granted the Nerubians the means of a dark evolution, one that will turn the Nerubians into a new kind of ferocious and terrifying soldier that we will clash against time and again in the War Within. Now let's talk about who we'll be adventuring with. How do you like the key art?
Very cool.
Several of Azeroth's greatest heroes will rise to the call of the Radiant Song, and many will be faced with their own unique challenges. Anduin, having survived his ordeal with domination. Yes, look at the art. Oh,
He's beautiful.
incredible artwork.
Hey, Jazz, cosplay?
Anduin will be grappling with his relationship to the holy light that he no longer feels worthy of, while Thrall is seeking a connection to these visions, spreading across the world and working to find his new place in the Horde, while Magni Bronzebeard, long the Speaker of Azeroth, will confront the heavy weight of that responsibility once and for all. Champion! The wounds champion!
Yes! Oh, fuck. Terran's
That
amazing.
brings us to, I know you saw this in the features trailer, Alaria Windrunner. Alaria's journey will be central to the events of the themes of the War Within, as she, a Void Hunter, will use all of her prowess to hunt down the Harbinger while being torn between her own nature and the maddening call of the Void to which she is attuned. Along the adventure, she will have a unique rivalry with Xal'atath, whose twists and turns will come to define the nature of this new conflict. Of course, we'll see many more familiar faces on our journey and meet a host of new and interesting characters along the way that Maria is going to tell you more about in just a moment. But finally, this saga is only just beginning. Conceived to be... Yes! Conceived to be an epic worthy of the first 20 years of World of Warcraft, the World Soul Saga aims to redefine the storytelling in our expansion set and strike boldly at the core themes that define Warcraft. The might of heroes, the responsibility of that power, the pursuit of justice. Gotta do my best Mets in there. Justice! and the importance of finding common ground as well as ourselves amidst adversity. Up next, may I introduce Maria Hamilton, who will be sharing more about our zones and cultures in the War Within. Thank you so much.
Yes, and we had the reveal as part of the opening ceremony.
Hello, BlizzCon. Wow, I am so
Alrighty.
excited.
Yeah, it
to
says
be
that in the
here
bundle
and
page,
delighted
Des.
to represent our
Do a
team
belly with the
and tell you
belly.
about the places that
Give
we
it
will
and one will
explore
throw.
and the cultures
I'll
we
get a
will
blonde wig,
encounter
Illyria.
in the War Within. I can't really see all of you out there. I know there's a lot of you though because I can hear you. And I hope to hear lots of oohs and ahs when you see some of this
It's the
cool
red-haired
art
woman
I've got to
hosting.
show you.
Fiercely just earlier.
let's get
Holly.
started.
You're talking about Holly, the one who was wearing the beautiful red like Alex Strauss style jacket. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, as Taryn mentioned earlier, we'll be called by
Yeah,
radiant
Holly
song,
Longdale.
dreamlike visions that come from the heart of the Azeroth. This summons is going to lead us to the subcontinent of Khaz-Algar, a place long forgotten.
We're gonna need a bigger map.
It's only
Yeah.
through recent explorations in
Yep.
Uldaman that we've discovered a Watcher report concerning a contingent of Earthen that was sent to this
Wasn't it
place
beautiful?
long, long ago to investigate a fissure in the sun. What exactly that means, we don't really know, but we can probably speculate. So first, let's
The
talk
sun's
about
coming up,
the
shit.
Earthen. Ooh, there you go, there you go. All right, we have met Titan-forged Earthen before, of course, in Ulduar and other places. But this society of Earthen has been isolated within Khaz-Algar for a really long time and have developed their own manners and customs. Now, visually, these Earthen are a bit larger in stature, and they're noticeably blinged out. They've got gems all over them, bedazzled, blinged out, you know, that kind of thing, right? But philosophically, they are guided by the Edicts of the Titans, a set of codified orders, duties, and expectations that provide instructions for the core functions of their society. You know, Titans, order, all that, right? But the Titans have been absent for eons, and the Earthen are no longer united in their adherence to these edicts. They now exist as three groups that are estranged from each other. The Oathsworn, as their name suggests, still uphold the edicts faithfully and believe everyone else is doing it wrong. Their charge is guarding the Coreway, a Titan passageway that leads right to the core of Azeroth. They're primarily the city dwellers. They live conveniently near the object of their responsibility, that Coreway. Now, the Unbound, in contrast, have abandoned the edicts, and they are considered scandalously rebellious by the Oathsworn. Their original responsibility was providing the materials to keep the Titan installations supplied, and they're primarily rural. They're living in and around the quarries and the mines where natural resources can be acquired. They rarely interact with the city dwellers. They feel neglected and ignored because they have a different opinion on how they should live. Now, the machine speakers have strayed from the edicts in practice, but not with respect to their overall obligation to keep the Titan works functioning. They've had extremely limited contact with the surface dwellers, and they express no little disdain for those who just don't understand the great machines. Their homes are built around vast industrial projects under the surface that
really
allow
cool.
them to perform their functions in accordance with edicts, more or less. These different perspectives among the Earthen and their variable adherence to the Titan's edicts has weakened the society as originally structured. And that's not good, of course, but a much more serious problem is their steadily dwindling numbers. For reasons that I'm not going to get into here and now, New Earthen can't exist until we help them out by doing some things and unite the Earthen society once more.
Killing boars. Stone boars.
Happily, as a result of our actions, the Earthen will eventually be unlocked as an
Dude.
allied race. Yeah. Like
Yeah. They look amazing.
These player Earthen will replenish the culture's dwindling numbers and may join either the Horde or the Alliance. Yeah. It is, of course, player's choice which side you wish to ally with. But as you can see from a small sampling of combinations, there's some fantastic variations and customizations coming for the Earthen models.
including
cool.
different gem incrustations, beards for all body types, rocky skin patterns, tones, and more. Now that golden mohawk with the braids and the fringe beard, that's quite the look. But I really like the beardless guy with the bushy blonde eyebrows. He looks so cool. He's just kind of like, yep, what do you want me to do? So anyway, all right, moving
They're
on.
very funky. I love that.
Another cool culture that players will encounter in the War Within is the Arathi. Yeah. Yeah, and you probably have questions, right? So these are descendants of the original Arathorian Empire.
Yep, so they've all released in the second half of the year, Chibi.
And through some somewhat mysterious
And it's the more recent ones that we
and
looked
they
at.
find themselves trapped here within Khaz-Elgar. Mysterious mostly because I can't say anything more about it just yet because of
Watching
spoilers,
BlizzCon
but
at us.
it's not like spooky mysterious, it's the other kind.
They look badass.
As a people, the Arathi are worshippers and wielders of holy fire.
And they
are
look it.
dedicated to bringing hope and light to the
They
darkness.
look like holy fire.
They're tough, resilient people, with every member of the society being an able combatant. Some few are further blessed
Horde
with
main.
paladin-like abilities through their
nice.
devotion to the light. Even their airships are powered by sacred flame. The extent to which they're comfortable in battle is probably a good thing, because they have established a home away from home in an enormous cavern bordered by an endless underground sea, from which terrifying creatures emerge to rampage and create havoc. Not my idea of a cool place to hang out, but they're really, really tough. These watery monstrosities, though, are nothing compared to the threat from below. A constant swarm of Nerubians has been held back so far from invading the Arathi lands. The assault is unrelenting, the threat is dire,
love the
and
script
the Arathi
on the
can't
robe.
hold much longer. These bastions of light against the darkness are far from home and limited in number. Sure would be terrible if there was also division within the Arathi ranks. Just saying. That would be pretty rough, what with them being so outnumbered. We could probably help them. All right, speaking of the Nerubians in the War Within, we'll explore their last kingdom deep within Khaz-Elgar. These ancient survivors of the Black Empire who rejected their former masters have developed their own culture here in the deep darkness. As Taryn mentioned earlier, Xal'atath has made a bargain with the Nerubian queen Ansarek, who seeks a new future and renewed glory for her people. The Nerubians are extremely capable and devious adversaries who have been honing their skills with their constant assault on the Arathi. But domination hasn't come fast enough for the queen's taste, as the Arathi has managed to hold against this onslaught. So this deal with the Harbinger has included some assistance for her troops. Through some dark alchemical process, Xal'atath has provided the knowledge required to evolve chosen Nerubians into paragons of their race, enhancing their viciousness. And Queen Ansarek has embraced these modifications with enthusiasm and eagerly offered her army to achieve the Harbinger's schemes. It appears to be a win-win situation. But not all Nerubians share their sovereign's enthusiasm for change and her embrace of Xal'atath. Shadowy figures with far too many limbs maneuver against the Harbinger's plans in opposition to the Queen's desire. As you might expect, any foray into this Nerubian kingdom introduces us to a variety of citizens, including some forms we've never encountered before. Here's a layout of some of the Nerubian models that are completed and also some that are in progress, as well as scale reference for goblins and humans, so you just get a sense of size. In addition to the Nerubian citizens, there are also domesticated insects who serve the kingdom as beasts of burden and pets. The team is hard at work building out the full range of carapaces, carapae, I don't know, whichever, skittering legs, grabby arms, piercing spiky bits, and creepy eyes for you to enjoy, I guess. All right, let's talk about our zones. The surface of Khaz-Elgar is our first zone, called the Isle of Dorn. This is the home of the earthen surface dwellers, as well as other native species of creatures. The fertile soil, flowering plant life, and generous waterways provide nourishment for animals in this untouched paradise. An important facet of earthen society is Cinderbrew mead. This volatile substance is manufactured from molten honey, produced by enormous fiery bees. Their home groves are a remarkable sight, as the hearts of the trees themselves glow with lava-like fluid. Harvesting is always an exciting time as the ferocious creatures are understandably protective of their hives. Now, the roosts at Storm Watch are wreathed with lightning and fierce winds. These wild elemental rooks may choose to serve a member of the Oathsworn, who, if so blessed, becomes a Storm Rider, one of the guardian warriors of the Earthen people. The Unbound deal with hostile creatures from time to time, but for their most part, the existence is fairly relatively peaceful, fairly sort of peaceful. Their comfortable homes are often situated near the places where they once labored as adherents to the edicts. Those sites are now in disrepair, and in some cases, the lair of other creatures. Of course, the Isle of Dorn boasts a great walled city where the Oathsworn live and serve the edicts of the Titans. The city of Dornagal is the location of many important civic buildings, markets, traders, and crafters.
That
It's here
looked like the boats.
that a traveler will find the expected amenities of a capital city, as well as the Titan Causeway, the defense of which is the Oathsworn's primary charge. Now, beneath the surface of the Isle of Dorn lies our second zone, the Ringing Deeps. As the name suggests, it is here that the Earthen are engaged in their work in accordance with the edicts. In these industrial areas of this cavernous space are huge, complicated machines, lava-heated foundries and forges, and waterworks, both to cool and to power huge machinery. Maintaining these Titan mechanisms and keeping everything running is both the responsibility and the passion of the machine speakers. The Earth has shifted too in places, revealing openings to the sky above to the Isle of Dorn. These cenotes bring light and water into areas once shrouded in darkness. Abundant greenery, flowers, and creatures that do not typically dwell in caverns may be found in these idyllic spots. It was really important to us as developers that we delivered the fantasy of the hard-working industry, but still had some break-up areas of natural beauty that don't feel like dark, constrained tunnels. Now, as the machine speaker population has dropped, they've had increasing difficulties with kobold incursions, and indeed the kobolds have taken over the mines, the work areas. They've even built a city of their own. Unexpectedly, the kobolds are actually becoming a force to be reckoned with under the aggressive actions of their leader, the Candle King. You knew it had to be a candle.
Yes!
No take candle.
Yes!
No take candle. With the passage of time, the Earthen have diminished both in number and in the knowledge required to perform the various routines to tune and repair the processes. The old ways have been forgotten, and new creative methods must be employed if the edicts are to be obeyed. So they're kind of making it up as they go along. From the Ringing Deeps, we descend further into Khazalgar to reach Hollowfall, a vast hollow area in the earth, bordered by an endless underground sea. This tenuous foothold under the bright light of an enormous crystal has allowed the Arathi to survive, using their airships to travel to high plateaus and establish docks, light towers, villages, and even a priory. From their capital of Merildar, these trapped people strive to keep hope alive and spread the light, while engaged in a near constant battle with the Nerubians at their borders. The open spaces, the bright light, and the greenery are intended to feel as though we're on the surface, somehow, rather than in this sort of strange hollow within Azeroth. The crystal provides brilliant light, warmth, and growth for vegetation. You may notice that all the blooming plants have opened their blossoms toward the light and seem to be reaching in that direction whenever they're in Hollowfall. Unfortunately, the crystal sun has been changing in recent years. Where once the light was steady and reliable, it now fades without warning, plunging the Arathi into darkness, save where they have built light towers and maintain their holy flame beacons. In the absence of this light, the dangerous Kobis and other fierce creatures emerge from the sea to rampage. As the Arathi are barely holding back the Nerubians, these unpredictable episodes are incredibly demoralizing and deadly. Happily, the light has always returned to the crystal. So far. And at the deepest descent in the war within, we reach the zone of Aj-Kahet. That almost rhymes. Anyway, the Nerubian city of Threads has been built on the ruins of itself, over and over and over again. As areas decay and crumble, a new district is built upon its ruins, and as a result, the city climbs ever higher. Those Nerubians favored by the queen, or possessing enormous wealth, or both, command the greatest views and live in the highest places over these swarming masses of the many districts.
It's beautiful.
The Burrows is the home of the scavengers, the forgotten, deep in the decay and the filth. The Umbral Bazaar is a trading hub of fine silks, fascinating alchemical discoveries, and other exotic and hard-to-find goods. The Skeins are the home of the lore keepers and scholars who toil to maintain the history of their people and research myths and legends of Azeroth. There are many other districts and less than savory neighborhoods, both well-known and secret, that the careful adventurer could discover, should they risk life and limb to do so. But the key to such exploration is fitting in among the Nerubians and being accepted, an enterprise best accomplished through skill in the use of pheromones and considerable bravery. The zone of Aj-Kahet features areas of spectacular dark beauty that are inhabited by these creatures that have found a way to live among the Nerubians without being deemed a threat, found to be particularly tasty to consume, or just too much fun to torment. The mobilization of forces to assault the Arathi while also providing military might to achieve Xal'atath's schemes has stirred up all sorts of inhabitants of the darkness. And deep within the city itself, the Nerubians are gathering an odd substance, the black blood of the old gods, for some unknown purpose. But I'm sure that's fine. And now I'd like to talk a little bit about our zone flow. As I mentioned, awesome, huh? We travel from the Isle of Dorn into the Ringing Deeps, into Hollowfall, and then into Aj-Kahet. In the War Within, all of our zones are connected all together using the airlock technology that we developed for Zarelek Cavern, allowing for this seamless descent from the Isle of Dorn all the way to Aj-Kahet. That was video I just captured last week of the transition between the Ringing Deeps and Hollowfall. As you can see, we built for dynamic flight, and we were able to flow directly between the zones without the load screen. There is some seriously amazing swoopy goodness to be had moving across these zones and through these spaces. It feels so cool to burst out of a really tight area and into just a huge drop like that. It's so exhilarating. Now, this blobby map that I've got up here was an early attempt during development of our zone flow to try to figure out how we would stack these zones together and achieve the relationship between their geography and geometry that made sense and felt great to traverse. We ended up with something slightly different than this, but this is pretty representative to explain what the world builders were thinking about when they planned these spaces out. It was really important to our design that while 3 of the 4 zones are technically underground, they didn't feel that way, and that they were distinctly different from one another. We pursued that goal by introducing the natural cenotes in the Ringing Deeps and leaning into the fantasy of the classic underground foundry and industrial workspaces. So even in the zone that felt the tightest, there's places that look as though they're actually on the surface. And within Hollowfall, we created a massive hollow space in a cavern so vast it feels like an exterior, with a huge artificial sun in the form of a gigantic crystal. And in Aj-Kahet, we leaned hard into traditional Nerubian architecture with hanging nests and huge palaces built all over a decaying city that just falls away into the depths. And that is the last bit of eye candy I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this peek at what we've got in development.
It looks spectacular. Oh, can't wait to start exploring.
So now it's time for me to introduce you to Morgan Day, who's going to give you lots of information about dungeons, raids, and systems. Enjoy. Thanks very much.
This is what we want.
Hello, BlizzCon.
That is an
My name is
epic
Morgan
shirt.
Day, and I'm
Oh
here
my
to talk
god.
to you about some of the upcoming content, features,
I love
and
it.
systems in The War Within. I'm sure I'll also make some funny faces that I'll regret later in thumbnails, but whatever. First up, let's talk about dungeons. There will be 8 new dungeons coming in the War Within, 4 during level up, 1 in each of the 4 zones that Maria just walked us through, as well as 4 at max level. There's a lot of really cool stuff happening in these dungeons. For instance, we have like a kobold dungeon where you'll meet that Candle King, where there's like a light mechanic that takes place. You have to kind of keep it going to light your way. There's a dragon riding dungeon, of course, but also one of my favorites is the Cinderbrew Meadery that Maria just talked us through. So this is a dungeon that takes place on our first zone, the Isle of Dorn,
Oh my God.
which is where you'll experience, all of our earthen buddies, and this is the place where they make that Cinderbrew mead that she was talking about. They take in all that honey that they gather from throughout the zone to make the mead, to do all kinds of fun and/or nefarious things with. Although I do have to say, I feel like they're a little bit behind the times. I feel like all the kids are drinking that, hard seltzer or something these days, but whatever. They're old school, I get it. Next up, our raid, the Nerubar Palace. So this is an 8-boss raid that will take place in the zone of Aj-Kahet. And this is really the culmination of all of those machinations we keep hearing about that we see play out between the Nerubian Empire, their queen, and her collaboration with Xalatath. So for this next one, we don't normally show things this early, but I thought it'd be cool to share. On the left there, you can kind of see the top-down view of the raid. And on the right, it's more of like a side cutout. So we like to work on all of our.
It says traversal fishing line.
Still look like this, as it's much
Don't worry
easier
about
to
it.
iterate while we're in 2D than it is to kind of change the zones around once we're in the game and it's all blocked out. So to step us through the raid really quickly,
I love how there's a boss on the
after
roof.
barging through the front door, you'll very quickly fall and/or get knocked into one of those giant pits of that black blood of the old god that you'll hear much more about in Aj-Kahet. And then you'll battle your way through the harvest pits, and then finally traverse your way back up through the stalactite wing, which is not a final name, I promise, until you finally fight your way into the Queen's inner sanctum, where you'll come face to face with her as the end boss. So as you can see, this will kind of feel like a winged raid in terms of the vibes, but in terms of the player experience, it'll actually be quite a bit more linear than what you might be used to for a raid with some winged vibes. So something that I also think is fun to talk about really quick is with all of our dungeons and raids, we like to try to explore what is the thing that's going to make this space feel really unique, that's going to make it stand out from all the other times that we've built these dungeons and raids. And with this space, we really thought that, given that we have the Nerubian to play with, they've got all these amazing webs and silken threads that you can kind of traverse the zone through. We thought it'd be really fun to explore verticality as a major element to this raid. So I think that'll be really fun to see what the team comes up with for that. Next up.
That is cool.
Let's talk about systems.
Yes, okay, systems. This is what we want.
So I want to walk you through some of our features and systems at a really high level, but first I want to talk about some of the philosophies that are really guiding us to add these into the War Within. So first and foremost, we really want to continue to extend the philosophies of Dragonflight into the War Within. And really, when we talk about that, there's 3 main pillars that I want to touch on. First, we really want to make sure that we're focusing on evergreen features. We want to make sure that we're making World of Warcraft better forever and not focusing on things that we know we're going to have to leave behind as we move into future expansions.
Yeah. Spend less money, fewer man hours. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We want to make sure that there's something for everyone. So whether you're a hardcore raider, a PvPer, a collector, or apparently like Holly, you just love to play tons of alts and run around the world exploring things, we want to make sure that there's something in War Within that you can really geek out over and that resonates with you. And finally, we want to make sure that we're continuing to build on our philosophy and build our systems and content with people who play multiple characters in mind. We want to make sure... We want to make sure that we're building all of our systems to really respect the time of the player behind the keyboard and not focusing so much on the accomplishments of that individual character.
Respecting players' time is an interesting way of putting
let's
that.
talk about delves.
Considering what's
Delves
just
are a
happened.
new feature that will be integrated into the outdoor world experience, where the fantasy of these is actually that you'll be joining the Dragon Scale expedition in their search for lost treasures all across Khazalgar. So delves are an evergreen feature that is really integrated into that outdoor world experience. We want delves to be
This
a
feels
new
like what
pillar
Sniff and
of in-game
Seeking
content
led
for
me
those
to.
outdoor world explorers.
Which is awesome.
We really
I think
view
that's
this
the
as
point.
something
Yeah.
like when we added World Quest back in Legion, where they are going to be really integrated and transformative into that outdoor world, especially that endgame loop. So one of the main reasons I'm stoked about delves is that these will provide an opportunity for us to, give seasonal content and rewards to those outdoor world explorers. So that means things like, rewards that you're used to, like mounts, achievements, titles, but we'll also be adding a outdoor row to the Great Vault with War Within.
Yep, I heard about this.
That's cool.
It is really awesome. It means solo players can actually fill out a
So
vault.
that all of you outdoor world explorers will be able
It also
to
means that
share
world
in the
drops can be
joy of,
vaultable.
rushing to the
Yeah.
Great Vault every week to collect your
Maybe.
loot. And there will also be 13 unique delves that we'll be launching War Within with. And delves will scale from 1 to 5 players and be role agnostic. So
I
that
love
means if you wanna
that,
play
role
a delve
agnostic.
Solo, that's totally cool. If you want to go with you and your partner, that works as well. Or you can bring your whole dungeon group in, and the delve will scale.
It
based
also
on your
means that I
group
can
size
open a
and
queue
your
on
roles.
stream and not say, sorry, we can't take you, we need a healer. Which is amazing.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention one of my favorite features of delves, which I think Maria alluded to earlier, which is that there will be an NPC companion joining you on all of your adventures. So for season 1, that'll be Bran Bronzebeard.
Yes! Hell yes!
And Bran will be tagging along with you on all of your delve adventures and will totally never, not even once, aggro a pack of monsters that you didn't want him to. And I don't have my fingers crossed behind my back right now. So Bran will have a customizable talents and mechanics and abilities that you'll be able to kind of load out to suit your playstyle and needs. So, maybe you need a little bit of extra healing. Well, you can load Bran out to provide that for you. And finally, you wouldn't be exploring with the Dragon Scale Expedition if at the end of every delve there wasn't this massive treasure trove that we need Bran to open for us, which hopefully brought a couple of keys to open some of the chests in there. But before Bran can open that vault for you, you'll need to maybe defeat a
Senate's
boss,
only for
maybe
delves,
solve a couple
not for
puzzles,
extra
something
stuff.
like that, and then Bran will be able to open that vault door for you.
Brand's only there for delves. It's not a companion system. Ugh. A little bit different.
Next up, let's talk about warbands. It's happening!
Yes, give me the information. Tell me.
So warbands are a system that we're introducing that will really be the representation of all of your characters across your Battle.net account. Warbands are an opportunity for us to
Across
create a platform
Battle.net,
where you can share your
not just
achievements,
account.
resources, and all that
That's
other
cool.
good stuff across all of those characters. So the goal of this system is really to be that representation of the philosophy shift that I mentioned earlier about really respecting the time of the player behind the keyboards and not those individual characters. There's actually a ton of additions and modifications. We've talked about a few here. There's no singular UI screen that says warbands. It's more of all these modifications and updates and features are kind of wearing a big coat that says warbands on the back of it. It's how I kind of keep it straight in my head. But just to talk about a couple of those cool features, we'll actually be revisiting
Transmog.
the transmog rules of how you acquire those appearances in the War Within. So for all of you who have So that means all of you who have probably had to run 4 characters through all of those legacy instances just to make sure you're collecting all the appearances, that won't be the case anymore in War Within. You'll just be able to run it with 1 character.
Best change ever. Can confirm.
And oh yeah,
They're removing the instant
Holly
lockout
mentioned this
number.
already, but this is obviously one that people are looking forward to. All of our reputations as well as renown in the War Within will be shared across your entire account.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Here we
Last but
go.
not least,
Hero
let's talk about
talents.
Hero talents. So here's a quick mock-up of what the UI will look like that I think really helps explain how these integrate into our current talent trees. But really quick, let's take a look at how this will work. So there will be 3 new hero talent trees per class And 2 will be available per specialization that you can freely choose and swap between. And also, this is another evergreen feature. This is a system that we think is going to provide a new vector of choice and customization for you and all of your classes, as well as create opportunities for us to really dig into some of those core class fantasies that are, so amazing. So Hero Talents will introduce these new, small, self-contained talent trees like you just saw in the UI. And the way I like to think about it is like, currently we have 2 types of talent points, right? We have class talent points and specialization talent points. And now in the War Within, there'll be a 3rd type called hero talent points. So let's look at a quick example, which hopefully explains it a little bit more. This is a warrior, as you can see. These are the 3 hero talent trees that they'll have available: Mountain Thane, Colossus, and Slayer. And as you can see in the top left, we have Protection, who will be able to choose between Mountain Thane and Colossus. Up on the right, you see Fury. Yep, that's right. Mountain Thane and Slayer are their options. And down at the bottom, Colossus and Slayer are their options. So this is how the majority of our classes are going to look in the War Within. The exception, of course, being Druids and Demon Hunters, who are a bit special, so theirs will look a little different. So let's take a look at how you'll unlock the system, as well as how it'll feel playing through as you're leveling through the War Within.
So we are leveling.
So the system will automatically unlock at level 71, and it'll just kind of appear in your UI. You'll earn 1 talent point per level as you level from 71
the new
to
caps 80.
And there are 10 talent points in total, with several choice nodes along the way. So I like to think of this as being similar to like the Legion artifact, where as you were leveling and progressing, you were making some choices along the way, but ultimately you're going to unlock the whole tree. And also, I want to be very clear here. These are extremely low friction to swap between those choice nodes, as well as to swap between the different hero talent trees.
Awesome. And you eventually unlock the whole tree, as well as what he said.
It's very analogous to your current talent trees, and will follow all the same rules that you used to there. So, at the start of a raid boss, before Mythic Plus starts, before an arena match kicks off, and anywhere in between. And to wrap us up, I wanted to show off a really quick video of what hero talents look like in action. So this is a warrior, as you can see, popping avatar, jumping in. And this next one is that same warrior with the Mountain Thane talent tree. As you can see, Stormbolt hits multiple targets. There's a couple cool new V effects, and a lot of other cool stuff going on there as well. I heard some oohs. Our effects artists will be happy. So that about wraps us up for our What's Next panel. We hope you really liked what you saw here, and if you'd like to know more, please join us tomorrow at the Deep Dive panel at noon, where Ian will walk you through some of what you saw today in more detail. Woo, Ian! As well as a bunch of other cool new stuff in the War Within. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a great BlizzCon. Bye!
Funky. Very cool. So EU and accounts about it finally integrated. It's not about integrating accounts and stuff like that, Sen. It's about sharing progress across alts. So if you've got Exalted on one reputation on one of your alts, then all of your alts will share that Exalted reputation. If you run a raid, if you run an old raid on a druid and a male piece drops, you'll still learn it as a transmog piece. As long as, I'm assuming as long as you've got male wearing tunes kind of thing. Like, it's not about your accounts being merged or any of that. It's just that you're sharing progress. I imagine that one of the good examples would be, if you've got an achievement that's not account-wide, that requires you to kill 10 different mobs, and one of your characters has killed 2 of them, and another character has killed a different 2, instead of having both of them having 2 completed differently, you'll have both of them having 4 completed. It's making everything account wide, rather than actually merging yeah. I don't know if it didn't say cross region. They didn't say anything about region. I'm imagining that will have information that will come out later about whether or not, learning a mount in EU will allow you to use it in NA, because those are things that are already able to do. And they haven't mentioned any changes to that. I believe that the issue with sharing stuff EU to NA is like data sharing. I don't know exactly what the problem is. Obviously, if we all knew what the problem was, there'd be hundreds of thousands of minds working towards a solution. But yeah, I don't know if it means that you're gonna be able to share data across regions. But look, wait and see. Wait and see. Rep change is absolutely massive. Been wanting that for years. Yeah, there have been a few things that have kind of helped ease some of the pain points with rep, but like, no, making it just flat across the board, that's amazing. Wonder if rep will be retroactive. I don't see why it wouldn't. Like if you've gotten to Exalted with the Brood of Nozdormu, I don't understand why it wouldn't push that out to all your characters. It'd cause a fucking riot if it did. I'm imagining that's what you mean. Like, if I already got Exalted, will that share to all my tunes? I imagine so. It may require you to like log into each character once to kind of push updates through the API or something, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. Yeah. The special confirmed, my Ziggler's. Won't be retroactive. He did mention new reputations. Did he? I didn't hear that. Didn't really quite the misfits. Thanks for that. Frustration, continue to hold out. What if you have contradictory head on one tune, reveal another? Good question. Who knows? That'll be something that they'll need to figure out. They haven't mentioned anything about that. I know as much as you do. It's how Diablo 4 works with map exploration, etc. Going cross characters, so it would go to reason. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we will see. We will see. Yeah, so for the rest of the day, we have pre-recorded content, which is the ads we're seeing now. Then we've got an Overwatch deep dive, then more pre-recorded content. Then a World of Warcraft Classic What's Next at 9:30, so that's in over an hour. Then we have pre-recorded content, then Hearthstone What's Next, then pre-recorded content, then Warcraft Rumblings. So I'm not going to stream all of that. I've got stuff that I have to do. I have a nap that I need to take. The next... apart from WoW Classic, there is a World of Warcraft deep dive panel at 6 tomorrow morning. I'm not going to stream that. I'm not going to stream that. I may wake up to watch it. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how I go this evening. But I also then have to stream from 4 till 10 tomorrow night. So, but yeah, that's yeah.
As it turned out,
Very cool.
right back up waiting for me. Just when
What would be interesting to see would be how reputation gains would work in the next sex pack. Presume rep games weekly aim so to be obtainable once per account, so you can't turbocharge your rep by doing a daily on all your ults. Potentially. Big rep gains for a few reps, Road Army, etc. are one tune already. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll see how we go. It's a the warbands thing is a very interesting concept, and no doubt there's a large chunk of the community who is interested. Who's interested in more information, and we no doubt, again, we will be drip-fed information over the next few months. Excuse me. And we will see when that happens. What I can say is that an email I got the other week now makes a whole lot more sense. Does that mean ATT collecting postponed until 11? Oh, Jesus. No. Because that's like how much of my content? Nothing else. We'll see the highlights from the deep dives on YouTube or whatever. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So then we get another option in the Great Vault. Yeah.
I wonder how they'll scale that extra option. Like, you know how Mythic Plus and stuff have better rewards based on difficulty?
Yeah.
Will the world content have better rewards based on what you do?
Well, it's not the way that I understood it, and this could be wrong. I don't know. I don't have any extra information. I don't have any information beyond what you guys have, right? So from what I understood, that extra row is specifically linked to delves. It's not just any outdoor content. You can't just go killing rares and looting treasures. It's, you've got to do delves. Delves are the outdoor content that has now created that extra row. So I imagine that, yeah, there'd be some kind of difficulty setting with those. Because they also mentioned, Holly mentioned way back at the start that delves gave us a single player end game progression. I can work in 6.5 hours, catching up with MMA champ Wowhead. I got this live, yes! Was there any info from what we get from now to next expansion next year? Missed the beginning? No. We know that Guardians of the Dream is our last raid. Jas speculated that we're going to get another, like a season 4 similar to what we had in Shadowlands, where it was a rehash of the old raids that we'd already had the expansion.
But time
to kind of like fill that last 6 months of space and get people, allow people to like level their alts and get themselves geared up ready for the war within. God, that's gonna I'm gonna have to get used to saying that a whole lot. Hey,
It's the visions.
TWW.
You've seen them.
But no, at the moment it's just we've got 10-2, and I'm assuming we'll have a 10-2-5 and a 10-2-7, and then potentially a 10-3, but it's not a new raid, it's a season 4 kind of deal. I feel that progress to old reps, progress as opposed to unlocked milestones, cannot be made account-wide without being cheesable. We're doing the intro crystal World War alts.
like a voice from a dream.
Yeah, but if it's an old rep, who cares? Why? Who cares if it's cheesable now?
Something dark.
Like, why do we care? It's old. Like old reps don't reward current player power. It's all just collectibles. So why not make it cheesable? It's my issue. Like the fader ones, yes, that's it. I'm late.
Just make it so that it's only like the specific gates that you hit the rep on.
Yeah, that's it.
A number, so that way you can't cheese it.
Correct. So
Like
every
a
like if
revered
you
grind.
exactly. So if you get, for example, if you get to revered and then you go through and do a quest that gives you 200 rep, it's just 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. But then once one of them gets to exalted, they all go brrrr to exalted. That makes sense as well. How do you feel about account-wide stuff? We've already got account-wide stuff, Scarlet. Like, account-wide stuff has existed since very long ago. So, what do you mean specifically?
I trust you.
I'm excited to see more about warbands, because at the moment we have very limited information, and everything that we're talking about at the moment is just speculation, like pure speculation. So, yeah. We'll just have to see what happens and as it comes out.
Hear me.
Yeah. I reckon I'm gonna go to bed. Back to bed. How much have they released so far? Go watch the VOD, Kiwi. Lots. We have an expansion announcement, so as much information. Well, not just an expansion announcement. We have 3 expansion announcements. Go watch the VOD. Biggest thing is for mod collecting. Yeah. Well, at the moment that we know of, that's a pretty big thing. Yeah. There may be bigger things. But yeah. Right. I'm gonna skedaddle. I'm not gonna bother reading. I'm just gonna leave. So thank you so much for joining me for this magical journey. I'm so glad that we did this, and hopefully next year I won't be able to. But we'll see. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other, and I'll see you tomorrow. Not at 6 AM. At 4 PM my time, as per the schedule. Odd love. Mwah. Bye, guys.